Hello everybody, welcome to FIFA 22 Predicts. I was just checking my door was shut. Welcome to FIFA 22 Predicts, round 36. Just adjusting the mic as well. I'm still waking up. I'm still having my breakfast as we speak. Still getting ready, that's right. Have breakfast at 11 AM, leave me alone. It's a big day today. I mean, we've got a couple of games to predict. We've got the 12 games next weekend. We've got one midweek game, which I've got there waiting right now. Cardiff and Derby. We've also got some FA Cup games involving a championship team as well, which I'm also going to allow FIFA to predict as well. Now, big breaking news, which I literally just saw on my phone, is that Leeds have sacked Marcelo Bielsa, or parted company, whatever you want to call it. It has been confirmed. I can read the tweet now, if I could find it. Yeah, literally released 5 minutes ago. So this is very, very new, this. Let's read what it has to say. Capture won't work on my computer, unfortunately, so I'm just going to read it there and then. Leeds United can today confirm the club have parted company, so they called it parted company, not sacked, with head coach Marcelo Bielsa. So yeah, he was taking the team for 3.5 years, taking the reins in June 2018. God, that far back. Yep. And they're just basically talking about, he starts off with the 3-1 demolition Stoke at Ellen Road. 2 months later, he led Leeds to the playoff. In his first full season, the second campaign, Bielsa succeeded where he had failed, guiding the club to the Sky Bet Championship title, winning the division by 10 points, and the first promotion back to the Premier League for 16 years. The club's return to the top 8. Leeds finished 9th. Gosh, those days are long gone now, aren't they? Leeds United chairman Andrea Radrizzani, there we go, said this has been my toughest decision I had to make during my tenure at Leeds. Well, it wasn't a very long tenure at Leeds, wasn't it? Taking into account all the success Marcelo has had with the club, with Marcelo as our head coach, we had 3 incredible campaigns and the good times returned to Ellen Road. He changed particularly the culture of the club, potentially putting a winning mentality. Oh, good start there in the FIFA game. Yeah, so naturally myself, along with everyone else, would like to thank Marcelo for his efforts. This is Director of Football, Victor Orta. Since arriving. Okay, well, Derby are going to interrupt me reading the statement because they've just scored in this game here. We have got, I think, 18 games to do in total, so we do got to move quite swiftly today. Spurs friends said, can I be a mod? It was my birthday yesterday and I'll be very happy. I don't know what it is about mods with this channel, but mods are really nothing special. I give mods to people who've been around for my channel for quite a long time, in all due respect. So if you can continue supporting the channel for a good number of time, I'll definitely think about it. I don't, you know, even with you know, I'm thinking of Matt SB's, you know, how he does his moderators as well. You know, he doesn't really give them away willy-nilly, and I don't want to be the same either. Thoughts on the handball yesterday on Audrey. Oh, I was fuming. I remembered watching it because we watched it with my grandparents as well. And he said penalty before I said anything. I was like, that's a penalty. And I thought, for the fact that VAR have now observed it, I thought, okay, penalty. But it was only coincidence that VAR, for very few times that they actually overturned, well, not overturned, but the fact that they don't tell the referee to check the monitor is when it's potentially deciding Manchester City's fate. It's so obvious. I saw it from a mile away that they were not going to pursue with it. Oh yeah, you need to be more than 5. More than 5 for me. Talk Football, welcome to the stream. Do you think they'll get Sam Allardyce, says BFC Vlogs, and welcome to the stream. In fact, welcome everyone. I'm sorry guys, I didn't say welcome. I was just busy doing the intro and reading Leeds' statement. But welcome everyone. I don't think they will get Allardyce. I think I knew Jesse Marsch was the favourite to take over, although I don't really find that inspiring. I would even say Scott Parker could be a more inspiring choice than Jesse Marsch, to be honest. Never a Middlesbrough pen, says Lacapon. I mean, maybe. I need to actually see the build up to that. But what I will say, at least it didn't affect the result. Barnsley still won in the end. Brilliant result for them as well. They're now 22nd now as well. When can I have the mod back? I'll think about it, Rexy, okay. You know, just, you know, there shouldn't be any, you know, there shouldn't be any pressure for me to give away mods away. You know, if anything, I go through in my own time, okay? Well, I mean, I'm not going to talk a lot and comment a lot on Russia and Ukraine. You know, obviously, you know, we've seen what we had to see. Some sources definitely shown a lot more things than others, but all you could do is pray. All you could do is pray that, especially people from Ukraine, are all right. And it's very clear now, for what I've seen, is that it's Putin's war. So I can only hope that he's, well, not dethroned, because he's not really throned. He's a president. That he's, you know, that the power's snatched from him. And obviously what they're doing at the moment, and their plan is to give them away from the SWIFT, which is basically how Russia's going to get their backups from other countries across Europe. They're completely cutting Russia off completely. So I'm not going to comment on it, because this is not the channel to do that. But I can only say on my comments is that I hope people in Ukraine are okay. That's all I can say. Although what I will say, I'm very nervous about the reception Chelsea are going to get today in the Carabao Cup final, following everything that's gone on from there. I'll do a quick reaction on Chelsea as well. I wish you had the Sunderland ref. He was penalty happy. Yeah, I saw. Thank you for beating Middlesbrough, September. I tell you what, it's a brilliant day yesterday for Nottingham Forest. Sheffield United lost, Middlesbrough lost, Coventry drew. It was a brilliant day for Nottingham Forest. Jesse Marsh to Leeds, says Harrison. Bentley saved you, says Lequan Henry. I mean, it could have even been more than two. You're doing a rebuild and watch the stream. Oh, fair enough. Please stay away from Corberan. Oh, I tell you what, Corberan could be in high demand right now. He's got Huddersfield. Momentarily, if Bournemouth had not completed their comeback, Huddersfield would have been in second place, which was unbelievable. But, of course, Bournemouth had to do their comeback. And I think now, for the fact that they can do these comebacks, I think Bournemouth will get second. But Huddersfield are really going to be the team to beat in the top 6 now. If we get relegated by 1 point, I'm going to the FA and they're getting it, says Creeper Boy. Yeah, they, you know, that's the thing, because I think the comment was, just imagine if this affects Liverpool's title charge. But I'm thinking about Everton. Everton could go down if they play like they did, especially in the first 60 minutes in all their last games for 90 minutes. Then Everton will stay up, because they were. It actually kind of made me bittersweet seeing this football, because this is what Lampard football can look like. It can look really good. But I called it that Man City will win, and everyone's looking at me thinking, what on earth? Everton are being much better. But I'm just saying, they're going to gas each other out, and naturally, because of their fatigue, they'll make mistakes. And what do you see that leads to the only goal for Foden? Just 2 individual defensive mistakes. It's as simple as that. And if anything, if Man City were able just to dictate the play and just not even play at their own tempo, they can preserve their energy better. Everton exuded way too much at once. Therefore, then in the final couple of minutes when they really had to be more focused, they just weren't at it. Predict the EFL Cup final. Oh, we've got an equalising goal for Cardiff. It's a good goal as well. I'm going to say... I'm going to say 1-0 Liverpool. I don't want to say, because it is a cup final. I know my brother especially doesn't really care about the Carabao Cup, but I just want it for 2 things really. I want another trophy, and I want it for bragging rights for Liverpool as well. But Liverpool are probably going to be the toughest team anyone's going to play right now because of their form. I think since they actually lost to Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final, I don't think they've actually lost a competition game since. So it's going to be very, very tricky. Leeds better stay away from Carlos. You don't know. If they get relegated, they could go for Carlos. Even if they actually stay up, they could go for Carlos, especially if Corberan does get Huddersfield in the top 6 and they don't go up. I support Everton and follow Cardiff as my own local. Ah, fair enough. Don't know why, but I don't think Marshall touched Leeds. I mean, I just want to know where these links have been coming from. I feel sorry for Leeds fans, to be honest. I think the best thing for them would be actually to keep Bielsa in. I know that sounds crazy with the amount of goals they've conceded, but he's honestly was able to turn it around when he needed to. Oh, good save. You think it'll be 2-1 Liverpool? You're probably not wrong. I know we've got players back, but I remember when we had to get players back from last year and we really struggled. I think back to when we lost 5-2 to West Brom. That was a game where we had to get a load of our players back and they were just rusty. And there's a big risk if we're going to try and put players back who have not played for months on end. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting what teams we go for. I expect Liverpool are going to go strong and Chelsea will try and go as strong as well. But we do, well, they both actually have got, I think, FA Cup games as well. We've got an away day against Luton and Liverpool, I believe, have Norwich. But I need to double check that. Right, full-time whistle. So, it ends 1-1 between Cardiff and Derby for the one midweek game. So, yeah, I think we play on the Wednesday. Gosh, the fixture list is just relentless. I mean, Liverpool are home. We have to travel to Luton. And then, okay, we'll end the match. And now we're going to finally go into for weekend games. And we're going to do the FA Cup games for last. Okay, hang on 2 seconds. I need to actually see the fixtures because I can't remember. I've got some big talking points that I'll go over. In fact, gosh, yeah, this is going to be the first fixtures in March. That's crazy. Right, first, we'll do Huddersfield and Peterborough. Oh, Huddersfield could see this as a crucial game. Huh? Why? I did not select Hull. I don't know why I changed to Hull last minute. Kepa and Mendy in goal. I think Mendy for the game. Kepa will be subbed on if it goes to pens. That's why I think it'll happen. If Carlos goes to Leeds, I'll go to Ellen Road myself and sort him out. It'll be an interesting reception, I'll give you that. I said to my dad after this game, this reminds me of the FA Cup quarter-final game. I said we're going to lose to a stupid 80th minute goal, and that's exactly what happened. Well, yeah, it's a silly mistake, and when you've got your players tired, that's, you know, you're more prone to those mistakes, and unfortunately, that's what happens. But you should have had a penalty. I can't believe they didn't give it. And you can't forget, this is the same Chris Kavanagh who sent off Carlo Ancelotti after our 4-0 win over Everton. It's the same Chris Kavanagh. Oh, what else did he do? Oh, it's the same Chris Kavanagh who didn't give I think it was the winning goal for Everton against Manchester United with their 1-1 draw due to De Gea being obstructed. What a start for Peterborough. They're 1-0 up. I tell you what, looking much more dangerous in FIFA than they are in real life right now. I don't know why, but my wrist is a lot of pain today. Birmingham are so bad, says Blue Terrier. Well, you can say that because obviously Huddersfield have played against Birmingham recently. I think one thing I sympathise with Birmingham is their injury problems. I think clearly their injuries are really being a big factor to their decline in form. How are you going to do Everton versus Bournemouth? Well, unfortunately, I can't, because Bournemouth are not in the game, aren't they? I can't just swap them for Wrexham or something, because Wrexham and Bournemouth are two completely different teams. Right. Thanks to the 8 of you here. If you've not liked the stream yet, guys, please do hit that like button. It does tremendously help the channel. Please also hit that subscribe button, because we are only 20... Okay, well, just interrupting my plug. Huddersfield pulled off a brilliant equaliser. God, is that Danny? No, that can't be Danny Ward. If that is, FIFA, what have you done to his face? 1-2 play. It's a nice goal, but Peterborough's defence will be very disappointed with that. Danny Ward, oh my God, what have they done? So yeah, as I was saying, please do like the stream if you've not done so. I don't know how we're doing. I think we're on 7 likes at the moment. So if you guys can like the stream, it does tremendously help. Please also hit the subscribe button as well, because we're only 22 away from 1,000. potentially a couple of weeks, we could be staring at 1,000 subs. And I'm nervous because potentially I'm not going to upload much because obviously I need to finish my university degree. But as soon as that degree is over, I've got so many things to do. The BENHD collab, the six-a-side game, which is already on YouTube, by the way. So I'm not going to do editing myself. I'm going to react to it because I've not seen it yet. And what else? There's a lot. So the Premier League prediction. In fact, if it gets too close to the end of the season, I might push it to next year. And then there's the Q&A as well. And Peterborough have taken the lead. Oh my days. We've already got 3 goals in the opening 23 minutes. Leeds don't want Cooper. Yeah, I don't think they'd want Cooper. I think Cooper's way of playing is different. And I think Cooper will need to get a team to the Premier League to prove himself. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can see the appeal for him. But would he leave Forest now at this stage? I don't think so. I think if Forest were struggling a little bit or having a bit of a hangover, then I think he could. But not right now. I think he would at least want to end this season with Forest and have at least a year to try and make his claim. You know, he'd want to leave the club in a good stage before he leaves, if that makes sense. He also sent off Ancelotti off after Man United Everton. Oh yeah, no, it was that. No, I thought it was Chelsea, Everton. Maybe he did send him off twice. Yeah, Chris Kavanagh, man. I mean, he wasn't a referee. He was the guy at VAR, and I think Chris Kavanagh could have definitely, you know, just if he just I can't remember who was the referee, but basically tell him to check the monitor, then you know. He definitely would have given a penalty. 3 exciting goals in 24 minutes. Watch, there'll be no more goals. Oh, potentially. We know what FIFA's like. Levi Colwill scoring on his birthday. Yes, big moment for Levi Colwill as well. I tell you what, there's so many players who have proven me wrong, and there's so many youth players as well, especially this year, who've done really, really well, and I definitely want to see if I can dedicate a video to it anytime soon. But definitely going to have to finish my university degree first before I do all of that. Oh, the pressure that I've got. I don't know why my wrist is in absolute agony right now. Oh, ow, it really hurts. Yeah, guys, if you can hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, that'd be absolutely amazing because, you know, both of those things right now would really help the future of this channel. Just imagine if we hit 1,000 subs next week. That'd be, it was Paul Tierney. I thought it was, but I wasn't too sure. But yeah, it was Paul Tierney. I thought it was. I don't get it, you know, even it's just literally just a tiny bit of the sleeve. It's a handball. Right, that's half time, 2-1. Definitely goals have dried up a little bit since those 3 goals. Peterborough taking a very surprised lead. Although I will say, I do think FIFA likes Peterborough a little bit compared to Huddersfield at least. I'm still drinking tea as well. Look how big the bloody cup is. It's as big as my face. So, what were your guys' thoughts of this weekend's games? I need to still watch the goals. But I've heard enough controversy to know that there's a lot of things going on. Brentford versus Leeds is the final day. Oh my god. That could be a relegation decider of that game. Everton were the better team. Yes, I say for 70 minutes you were the better. Well, in fact, no, probably 60 realistically, because Man City were much better second half because Everton, basically your energy died out, which was expected because if you don't score, you know, when you've got that shot of adrenaline, when you go for half time, that adrenaline leaves your body, and then when you make those runs, you get more tired now. Henry is saying Forest versus Hull, unless that's the next game or if that's the final game. I need to actually look at the final row of games. Oh, that is the last day, Forest versus Hull. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be much significance in that. because potentially Hull could be well safe from relegation. Unless they have a really bad run of form now. But following that, they just beat Peterborough. I think Hull will be okay. Huddersfield versus Bristol City is the final day. There's a pretty even record, if I'm right in saying, between Huddersfield and Bristol City. So that should be a really good game. Winnable game for Huddersfield as well, if they, need to chase for top 6 as well. The final day is going to be so mad, and it will be definitely something I'll be probably talking about BENHD if I do the collab with him before the end of the season. As if I get 1,000 subscribers, of course, which, could still, which still could not be the case. But yeah, you'd hope by the end of the season we can get to 1,000, if not of anything, push to 1,050. Which would be absolutely unbelievable for this channel. You forgot to say one thing you do at 1K. Not selling Gatsby. Nah, he's not going. He's too... I dropped my controller. He's too precious. He's not leaving us. Leeds could bring in agent Rafa Benitez. That actually might not be a bad idea. I know it will actually kind of remind me of when Benitez went into Newcastle. That I actually do not think is a bad idea, Creeper Boy. But once again, a bit similar with Cooper. I just don't think their football styles match what Leeds are all about. That's probably why they're trying to go for Jesse Marsh, because he's probably as close as you can get to potential Bielsa-like football, and with him being a little bit more of a yes man really, and wanting to be a young manager trying to prove himself. But that's not a bad idea if they definitely want to go for someone. I would cry when Alex hits 1K. Well, I hope happy tears. If it's sad tears, I'm like, alright, I'll just quit now. BFC Vlog says bring in Tim Krul. Is that him? Jesse Marsh is nearly done, says Blue Terrier. Are you saying nearly done the deal or nearly done as a manager? I mean, I think he'll be the manager. Just bringing me as the new manager. So do you trust me to be the new manager of Leeds? Leeds will be a really good club to manage. Don't get me wrong. I have full respect for Leeds. I even remembered watching Dennis Wise when he was in Leeds. So I've got a little bit of a connection there. Okay. That's hard. Oh, that's full time. That is full time, isn't it? Rexy called it. There'll be no goals after those 3. So it ends 1-2, and Peterborough beat Huddersfield. I don't think that's going to happen. But next game's huge. Next game, biggest game of the season so far for me. We have got Sheffield United in 7th. They face... Can't find them. They face Nottingham Forest in 9th. This is a must-win for both teams. Forest, if they win this, I think they'll get top 6. I think they'll have enough motivation or momentum. And I think this will be potentially Forest's toughest game. I actually need to... look at all the team's run-ins, actually. Thomas Frank won't join these? Nah, I don't think so either. To be fair to Bielsa, his best players have been injured all season. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Injuries has been a problem, but I also think a little bit of a hangover from the previous season as well. But, that's always going to be a problem. The second season syndrome is so undermined. And that is, that is why I can't remember where I predicted Leeds. I don't know if I think I predicted a mid-table, which people said, you're predicting Leeds way too low. I'm like, just wait a minute here. You could have a really tough season on your hands. Just give it time. I think I also predicted Brentford to survive in 17th. And I tell you what, that prediction could be onto something right now. I don't actually remember my Premier League predictions at all, to be honest. I know I predicted City to win, and I think I said Chelsea second, which is a little bit of my regret. Unless Liverpool or City completely collapse to the end of the season. But Chelsea have just not been the same since the start of the season. They don't look clinical anymore. and they just look a lot more lethargic and easier to play up against. And that's a problem. That is a really big problem when you're trying to be a title contender. In fact, I did say I'll give my reaction to the news from Chelsea. Let me just finish this tea. So a lot of people, even pundits, even journalists, are confused of what's gone on with Chelsea. So basically, Abramovich is technically still around with Chelsea. I want to make that clear. But what he's done is that he's almost put Chelsea aside from his brand, if that makes sense. He said he's passed on his stewardship and care, and people are thinking, what is stewardship? So basically, stewardship is a business term of taking care of something, and I know this because I had to do like a business module for my accounting degree. So it's basically, it's taking care of something, and it's basically he would have to provide resources or something. So he would he'll look after basically the players, he'll look after the staff, he'll potentially do all of that as well. But there's no indication that the money's going away. And that's the thing I think people are confused about, is like, who's going to finance it now? And this uncertainty, and obviously this political tension that's been put on Chelsea due to Abramovich's connections with Russia, is really not putting the club in a good state. And basically what has happened is that Abramovich is worried himself that Chelsea long term will really, really struggle. So what he's temporarily done, I feel, is he's passed his care away. He's given it to the charitable foundation charity. And basically they look after the people, they look after the staff, they look after the players, they look after the resources, and they provide them now. But with the money, the generated money, I believe would still be going in from Abramovich. So I can understand the care and the trustfulness and the support of the resources. I understand those have been passed away. So basically, he's not really acting in charge of and acting in his best interest. But in terms of keeping the club afloat, I believe he's still involved with that. And I know a lot of investors have put a lot of bids in Chelsea recently. And this could put Chelsea in a very dangerous position, actually. It really, really could. Because, had he just relinquished his ownership completely, Chelsea will be open to sale and someone will be willing to reinvest. The timing of Abramovich's situation is the worst for Chelsea right before a cup final. Well, this whole situation is the worst for Chelsea, and I'm just talking about it because a lot of people are confused of what's going on. Because basically, people were saying, has he gone or has he not gone? I believe what he's done, he's put Chelsea aside from his situation. Because Abramovich has got an entirely different situation, entirely. He's giving Chelsea away, but he's still supporting them financially. And that's what thing I will make clear. Because he didn't really specify who's going to finance it. So you would assume he still finances it. But basically the care, the resources, making sure all the things are delivered to the club. They're now in charge with the foundation charity. So they're in charge of providing resources and care for the club. And basically Abramovich now, I think, is almost going to be a little bit MIA in the whole thing. Obviously with what's going on elsewhere. And I almost feel if the conflict dies down, he'll go back. But this could be, I feel it's the beginning of the end of the Abramovich era for me. It feels the beginning of the end. And this could be a couple of years. It could even be a decade before things get, taken away from Abramovich. So it's a really strange situation for me to comment on. I know what he means about passing stewardship and care, but at the same time you don't, because you don't know the ins and outs of Chelsea. You know, no one's going to know all the ins and outs. So that is, you know, that's what people are confused with. So I hope this description makes it a little bit clearer for what could be going on. But I can't even comment that this will be completely right. And Forest have scored a crucial goal in the 70th minute. Oh my goodness me. Philip Zinckernagel with the goal, and that's 1-0 to Forest. Alright, let me just catch up to comments. LTFC Don Ram, Luton getting top 6. I tell you what, Luton having a brilliant season, and fair play to them. I'm really impressed. I always have a soft spot for Luton, doing the football fairy tales on them, so I've got a good soft spot for them. Jamie says, so annoyed with QPR, we keep putting these awful performances. Well, it's not constant, but I just think they looked seemingly lethargic against Blackburn, and Blackburn have gone through a winless streak, haven't they? But Blackburn seem to really turn it on against the teams around them. You know, the teams high up the table, it's the teams lower down Blackburn struggle with. You predicted Leeds to go jet down, says Blue Terrier. I predicted Harry Minton dad was Gatsby. I predicted Leeds 6th. I remember saying there to be one-shot team. Yeah. I put West Ham quite high, I think, still. Does that mean Chelsea can still spend 300 million every summer? That transfers is going to be very interesting as well. Because the thing is, we don't know about how much of that money Abramovich is now going to give to the club. And that's a really big problem. Because when you pass the stewardship and care, the charitable foundation aren't going to be as financially powerful as Abramovich. Abramovich will still have to finance it. And you would assume he gives the same amount to Chelsea as he would do every year. But with conflicts, you know, in his hometown, you know, getting really, really bad, he could actually pay us, you know, and give Chelsea less. Hence why he's passed on the stewardship and care away. So it's that uncertainty of the whole situation. It's one of those things that we'll know a little bit more about what Chelsea's situation will be in the next couple of weeks, where I would hope that it dies down. And in the 90th minute, Billy Sharp has snatched an equaliser to Sheffield United. A crucial blow to Nottingham Forest, where a win would put them over. Well, they'll overtake Sheffield United, they win. That's a crucial blow. But Sheffield United still keep their top 6 hopes with this draw here. It's good play by Burge and a good strike by Sharp. 1-1. I predicted Villa to get Europe. I saw that. According to Fabrizio Romano, Marcelo was verbally agreed. Yeah, okay, verbally agreed. Yeah, so verbal contract, and then they got to do a written contract now. Could Chelsea go bust if he gets sanctioned, says ADT. If he gets sanctioned, it just basically means he has less control over it. And what I will say, he'll definitely, if it goes to that and he can't finance the club, then what he'll do, he'll allow someone to take over. Chelsea, you know, I don't think our debts are in any danger. And luckily for us, we're very privileged that we've got a good reputational, you know, amount of money to investors. Investors will see Chelsea as a dream club to invest in. You know, it's something you can't really compare to, especially Derby's situation, because Derby have got a load of problems with that. But I don't think they will, because I think Chelsea will be organised enough to sort this out. You know, they're not. It's a peculiar situation, and it'll be a completely new situation. But if they've got the right people involved, they should be fine. This is another crucial game, by the way. Fulham against Blackburn. These results, Millwall, Barnsley, Hull, Blackburn, they're going to cost us top 6, says Jamie. It's definitely put it in danger, hasn't it? Because pretty much, in fact, I need to see the table again. I need to see the amount of points between 4th and 9th, especially. So between 4th and 9th is 6 points, but we've got to look at the fact that between 7th and 4th, it's only 4 points. But if we're looking at 5th to 7th, it's only 3. It's really close, isn't it? And to think that a good number of these teams can't get there is incredible. Roll, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Got Chelsea on Wednesday. Big game for us. Then just bought tickets for Middlesbrough away on Saturday. We nearly sold out there. And the way in, taking 1,600. It's a 6-hour coach journey. We leave at Luton at 6. Yeah, Middlesbrough's a really tough journey for a lot of teams. It would have been. It's probably the toughest journey for Bournemouth, especially. But it's a very tough journey to get to Teesside. If we win our one game in hand, we go against QPR. We go above them. Yeah, I know. But you got to win that game in hand as well. You can't draw it, can't lose it. You got to win it. You know, you got to have this ruthlessness if you've got those games in hand. And I tell you what, Luton have really done well, all things considered, because the fixture congestion with those games in hand is intense. And Blackburn have taken the lead. They love playing against the top teams in the Championship. Ben Brereton Diaz with the goal. I was going to say I thought my game crashed, but no, it was just someone going in the way of the camera. My goodness me, it's a good goal actually. It's a good save originally by Rodat, but Adebayo should clear it. But it's 1-0 to Blackburn. Do you think if this all happens quickly and it comes close to England, we might get some time off school? I don't really want to think that it gets to that. To be honest, I really don't. I don't really want to talk about the situation going on with Russia and Ukraine right now, because this is not the channel to do it. I'm a football commentary channel. But obviously, you know, at the moment, all we can hope is that enough countries in Europe will unite to stop this one maniac trying to dictate enough of Europe. And to be honest, it's just, what is he really going to gain? If he, just, you know, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved with that. Because it'll just make me angry. You know, even watching the news is dull and angry enough, but it will actually make me more angry if I go on about it. So that's why I don't really want to spend too much time on it. But I'm happy to talk about it if, you know, if anyone's questioning it. Right, definitely need to watch James Lawrence Alcott's recent video. He's just talked about Leeds and Bielsa. Please do like the stream if you've not done so, guys. It does really help. We're on 9 likes at the moment, so we're nearly at 10 likes. We can get to 15 likes easily. So if you've not hit the like button, please do so. It is completely free of charge to hit the like button. Please also hit the subscribe button if you've not done so either, as we are only 22 subs away, if I'm right, to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000, 1000, and that'll be absolutely amazing for this channel because it opens a lot of opportunities. And the fact we're only 22 subs away now, we're very close. So a subscriber now really makes a difference. And if you've already subscribed and you want to help the channel, please share the channel, because sharing the channel means, you know, people who've not seen my channel before potentially will subscribe, and then, you know, I will get there quicker. So thank you guys so much for the support, though. I do appreciate it. We've got in the top 4 smallest budgets in the league. We seem to try and suss our teams in the first half, then pressure in the second half, and winning games from Middlesbrough, Coventry, and QPR. Big games. Yeah, they are big games. They are big games indeed. I think Middlesbrough will be tough. Coventry could be winnable, and then QPR will be tricky, especially. I think I know Middlesbrough are quite, you know, they're lower down, you know, than QPR. But I would say Middlesbrough is still probably the toughest game based on the way they play. To think that Luton win with a game in hand can go above us is quite a disgrace. Well, you've got to say, it's the most consistent teams that are up there. You know, look at how high Huddersfield are up the table. What a pass and what a goal to Blackburn Rovers here. That's a brilliant pass with a brilliant goal. I think that's Rida Kadra, who's just made it 2-0 to Blackburn. They're in the driving seat now, Blackburn, to get this win. Is that the English Diaz? So Brereton Diaz. So Ben Brereton. If you're talking about the English Diaz, I don't know if, yeah, the English, well, English/Chilean Ben Brereton Diaz. Yeah. Town are going up, Leeds are going down. I'll tell you what, that'll be. People in Yorkshire, well, in Leeds, well, it's definitely going to shake up Yorkshire clubs, but Leeds will find that very painful, and Huddersfield will not forget those days for a while. So that's the halftime whistle. 2-0. Fulham need to really pull their socks on here. It's good to see, a lot of you debating as well about the situations as well in the Championship. When you get to this tail end of the season, the pressure is now going to start mounting. It is really going to start mounting. So I'm just thinking about the games in hand we've got. So we've only got like a handful of game in hands left. So the one midweek game we've got between Cardiff and Derby, which we simulated, was one game in hand for match day 23. In fact, I could check how many games in hand we've got by table calculator, because they actually are very descriptive how they do it. So, yeah, we're going to have match day 23. In fact, we've actually got a game in hand match day 22. So, we've got one between Sheffield United and QPR. That's a crucial game in the 5th of April. So, that's going to be a really, really big game for Sheffield United and QPR. So, this is the first one. Then the other ones, we've got two. So, we've got one on the 8th of March, which is next week, Barnsley-Stoke. And then the same time as Sheffield United QPR, we've got Millwall-Swansea. Then we've got, basically in that same week as Barnsley-Stoke, we've got a load of games from match day 26 to play. Bournemouth-Peterborough, Coventry-Luton, Sheffield United-Middlesbrough. Sheffield United have got some really big games. And Swansea-Fulham. And then we've got one near the end of April, 26th of April, Barnsley-Blackpool, which could be crucial. And then, basically 5th of April is where we've got a lot of games in hand to play. It's almost like a full midweek game, but actually it's based on games they have got in hand. Middlesbrough, Fulham, Peterborough, Luton, Reading, Stoke, West Brom, Bournemouth, that's crucial. And Forest, Coventry, crucial again. And then we still got, also we've got one next week on 33, Blackburn, Millwall, and then near the end of the season, the 3rd of May, we've got Bournemouth Forest, which of course was postponed recently. Then the 20th of April, we've got, near the end of April, is Swansea Bournemouth. We've also got, tomorrow, we've also got, West Brom Swansea, and then pretty much from then on, that's all the midweek games done. So they're doing it like in a good mixture. Thoughts on Sparky to Bradford? Surprised, to be honest. I didn't think Mark Hughes would go down to League 2. He's actually only ever managed a Premier League club, so the fact he's gone all the way down to League 2 is surprising. Is Bielsa sacked? Yes. Arsenal in such a good position for top 4? Yes, they are. They are in a good position. I'll give you that. When you get a donation button, I'll bet you £5 that QPR will bottle playoffs. Well, we'll see. At 1k, buy a new cat to be friends with Gatsby. Well, we've got two cats. It's just the other cat's just not as sociable as Gatsby. If she's around and she actually, I don't think she's ever been to my bedroom. And the thing is with her, she's got a really feisty personality. It's probably going to have to be one of those ones where I have to record by my phone and I'll show you what she's like, because she will make you exhausted. She will. But Gatsby, on the other hand, is very easy to take care of because he literally does nothing. Only missed 2 away games all season. Only got 18 to do in the 92 now. Already done Middlesbrough in the 1920, bottom of the league. And we had 1 in 9 games. We took 1k and we jammed our 1-0 with our 1. Yeah. Sometimes you need those crucial moments when you're in the back foot. And in that season, Middlesbrough were really struggling themselves as well. I remember actually your first game back in the EFL. Oh, not in the EFL. Your first game back in the Championship was at Kenilworth Road against Middlesbrough, where it was that 3-3 draw, which was unbelievable. Barnsley beat Middlesbrough and QPR. I tell you what, Barnsley gained some crucial wins. And it actually got a really good run of form on has. I think that's 3 wins in a row, isn't it, for Barnsley? That's 3 wins in a row. Fair play. I got to say, fair play to Barnsley. And I tell you what, it was a close game. It was a close game again. It should have been one-sided based on the scoreline, but Middlesbrough obviously got back into it. But you've got to say, fair play Barnsley. That's 3 wins in a row, and following that, they are in a better position now than what they were last month, it's fair to say. Right, we've got Bristol sitting in Birmingham next. I don't really see this one as a really good game. Both teams are around mid-table, nothing much to play for there. Barnsley have won 3 of their last 4. Yeah, I think it is 3 in a row. I need to actually double check if it is 3 in a row, but they are in really, really good form. I'm actually going to check myself. I'm pretty sure it is. I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, of course, no. They lost. They lost against Coventry. No, that's right. No, I remember now. I do remember, but they have won 3 of their last 4. No, you are right. I thought it was 3 in a row, but I completely forgot they actually played Coventry after they beat QPR. And I tell you what, I think those back-to-back wins for Reading have really given them a bit of breathing space. But if Barnsley win this game in hand, they're only 3 points behind Reading. So Reading aren't safe. Derby can easily catch up too, based on their form. I think Peterborough are gone, to be honest. And people were thinking, Peterborough rock bottom. I'm like, trust me. I back Derby and Barnsley with their experience to recover better. Charlie Brown, hey guys, and thank you Marcelo, says Charlie. I mean, how are you feeling, Charlie, of the whole situation? Because I think Leeds fans will feel quite numb about the situation. It's a legendary manager that's left Leeds, and they'll be nervous now if they can survive without him. But then you'd wonder, is it too late as well? Do I play Ultimate Team? Not a chance. I can't play Ultimate Team. Well, I mean, for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have the time. And 2, the players that you play up against in Ultimate Team are just ultimately too sweaty that I would lose it within the first 10 minutes. The relegation battle for the Championship will be so intense. Potentially, I tell you what, it's definitely made things more interesting for the fact that Barnsley have now started winning. It will make things interesting. Especially if Reading don't win, and let's say Cardiff and Hull get dragged into it again, that would be really intense. Yeah, they lost to... Yeah, no, you're right. They did lose to Coventry, so it's not 3 wins in a row. I do know that. Not the way he should have left, but in Jesse we trust, says Charlie Brown. Well, Jesse is a young upcoming manager who's got to prove himself a little bit. Potentially with his style of play, it's probably what they're looking at. And people were suggesting Benitez, Allardyce, and these managers are experienced at keeping teams up, but I don't think their football would match Leeds long term. Jesse Marsh was bad with Leipzig. Yeah, he was sacked, wasn't he, this season? I don't know if it was this season or last season, but he was previously Red Bull Salzburg's manager. Obviously, with the Red Bull connection, he'll jump from Salzburg to Leipzig, and he was sacked from there. So I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting appointment. But I feel like what they got to do is improve defensively, and that's why people are saying, oh, and Allardyce or Rafa Benitez, but it's tough because not only are they defensively bad, they're not scoring as much either. So it's going to be nerve-wracking. I think Brentford could be a team that could potentially get dragged down with Leeds. I'll be very interested to see what the bottom 3 is going to be. I think Burnley will stay up now. I think Burnley will stay up. They've gone through an unbeaten run now. In fact, I think it's unbeaten in 7 games now, if I'm right in saying. I need to actually check Burnley's unbeaten run, but it's a good run that Burnley are on right now. Newcastle are safe now. Norwich and Watford for me are down. It's just who's going to be that final spot for me. It's who's going to be the final one. Is it going to be Brentford? Is it going to be Leeds? It won't be Burnley for me. So for me, it's either going to be Brentford or Leeds. Or Everton. But I think Everton actually, based on what I've seen of them, they should be okay. But I need to see their running. Because I think the running's going to definitely be the biggest factor whether if I think Everton could stay up or not. I want to be able to go on. Everyone knew that, but I feel like the club shouldn't have done it the way that they did. I mean, I think they were quite dismissive, and that's not great, isn't it? I'm going to watch the West Ham game at 2. Okay. Well, we should end the stream by then, which is why I streamed this early. Now, Birmingham have just scored a stunning goal just before half-time. Junior Bakuna, who have a brilliant strike. And Birmingham have really got that in their locker as well. But defensively, and I know they've got a lot of defenders injured, but they're really struggling. And that's why they've fallen down with their form a little bit. Norwich, Brentford and Watford to go down. So the 3 newly promoted teams to go down, says Jamie. Interesting. I mean, I predicted Norwich and Watford to be the bottom 2 places, and that could still be the case. But I think I predicted Brentford to stay up. I think I actually predicted Palace to go down, which is not great, isn't it? I mean, it's not the worst prediction, but it's not the best one. It would have been better for me to predict someone like Leeds to potentially go down. Leeds have more quality than Brentford and probably a new manager bound. Potentially, maybe. I mean, the problem was they started so well, but then they had this big injury crisis in their club, and then they've never really recovered since. They've never really recovered, and I think that's the thing they're going to lack experience for in the Prem. You know, these teams are in the Prem for a reason, that because when things don't go their way, they can turn their form around, and Brentford have not just found that yet. So that's going to be very concerning for them, especially if they do go down, because I think this is their biggest opportunity to really lift up the club and to really, really make it a good financial brand. So yeah, a big year for Brentford, but they need to stay up for it though. The same with Leeds. I think Leeds and Brentford, the position they find themselves is very, very good for them, and they need to do all they can, both of them at least, to stay up. God, I can't imagine the scenes if Everton go down though. Lampard back in, off the post. Birmingham nearly make it too. Lampard back in the Championship, but with their owner, how rich he is, and to get that squad in the Championship, it would be such a tragedy for Everton. Jesse's a good manager, and I'll back him to the moon. That's the faith we've got to have. New manager bounce might not happen. Look at teams like Huddersfield and Sheffield United. Well, I would say that was Sheffield United. I know. Well, Sheffield United were already down when Wilder was gone. Let's just make that clear. When Heckingbottom actually joined, I think he got 3 of Sheffield United's 5 wins. And he had over 15 less games than Wilder. So it does happen. But yeah, Sievert going in, yeah, it didn't work. But it was Huddersfield, wasn't it? New era for Leeds? Well, let's hope so. If Jesse Marsch can keep them up and he can have a good season for Leeds, if they're in the Premier League for 3 consecutive seasons, then potentially we're going to need a street or a bakery or whatever named after Jesse Marsch. I don't know what was that. Everton at home to MK Dons next season. God, imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes. I was just thinking, yeah, that is a real possibility because MK Dons could easily go up. I'm just thinking, who else is in the top 6 at the moment? So MK Dons are, Sunderland are, definitely, because they beat Wigan yesterday. I think Sheffield Wednesday and then Oxford. Yeah, Oxford beat their team yesterday. I don't know who Oxford played. No, Oxford played... No, it wasn't. Shrewsbury beat Burton. I always sometimes get their badges confused with Burton and Oxford. I need to actually remind myself what happened yesterday in League One, because a lot of things did happen. I'll also talk about Colchester in a minute, because I do have things to say about that too. I did find it, but now I can't find it. Who's richer owners, Everton or QPR? I think Everton's owners are richer than Tony Khan with QPR, but still ridiculously rich. Barnsley have the richest owners in the league, says Blue Terrier. Interesting stat, if that is true. There could be a video that I could do if I'm ranking the net worth of all these owners. With Jesse Marsch coming, we are moving to an era where the San Francisco 49ers will have more control. Right, we're back. We briefly disconnected there. Thank you guys for still tuning in. I was going to say, we're nearly streaming at an hour in, but now my time has just reset. So please do like the stream if you've not done so. Please also hit the like button if you've not done so. It does really, really help. And please hit the subscribe button if you've not done so, because we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers very, very soon, that'd be amazing, because we've got a lot of things planned with the channel. And if you have subscribed and you want to help out with the channel, please share the channel, because that's really going to help the growth of this channel as well. So Bristol City, Birmingham's done. Next is Derby Barnsley. Wow, crucial game. Derby have to win for me. Derby have to win. They've got a midweek game, Derby, as well. They've got Cardiff, and then they've got a weekend game against Barnsley. 2 must-win games for them. 2 must-win games. Mini Search, welcome to the stream. Ranking owners, wealth would be a hard video as no one knows who's in charge of Huddersfield. Yeah, that's a point. I'll look. I mean, I could look into it, but I mean, it'll have to be something I have to do after university for sure. We'll probably go after you. Yes, US kids. Maybe. I think there will be definitely more of an American connection with Jesse Marsch going in. Rabbit, welcome to the stream. It's good to see a lot of you here. Or a lot of you. There is 4 of you. But it's good to see a number of different people entering the stream at different times. So, I can't even remember how many games we've done. This might be our 6th game we've done. We've already predicted. What on earth has Brad Collins done there? That is the worst bit of goalkeeping I've seen very, very recently. Bielsa sacked, says Rabbit. Yes, it is confirmed. Bielsa has officially left Leeds. It's not even really good play. I mean, that was a good pass. But what? He's got beaten at his near post. I need to see if he's got a palm on it. No, he does. He palms in his net. That's poor goalkeeping by Brad Collins. And it's 1-0 to Derby. He'll definitely not like that. Derby going down with a 5 in the back, says Blue Terrier. I've just looked at League One's results now. So yeah, I forgot what I've just literally lost the game week, but they just did. Come on. It's not been a good day for me so far with games. But yeah, oh yeah, Oxford are up there. MK Dons Oxford. Oh no, I actually did get the right top 6. Plymouth are ahead of Wickham now. Wickham are down to 8th. Blimey. Harvey, welcome to the stream. He doesn't deserve to be sacked. Not his fault. Are you talking about Bielsa? I mean, injuries, I think, was the big catalyst there. But I also think the squad feeling fatigued and just the hangover as well. Leeds need Phillips back. Well, not only that, I think they just needed another striker as well. They can't just rely on Bamford. I mean, Bamford's not scored many goals because he's been injured a lot this season. You know, their strikers have not scored enough goals. A lot of their goals are going for the likes of Dallas or Ayling. You know, their fullbacks. It's a bit similar to the Chelsea situation. And eventually, when you rely on those players, you know, who are not natural strikers, you're going to get goal droughts. And that's what's happened there. But also what's really, really scary is the amount of goals they're conceding as well. Because they're going really gun-ho attacking-wise. And defensively, they're just not good enough, unfortunately. So many injuries, yeah, says Harvey there. I thought it was 12, so I went shopping. Fair enough. Bielsa's tactics are his fault, says Charlie. I think he has got a bit of a point. I think if Bielsa was more tactically adverse to park the bus a bit more, I think Leeds could be better. But he's stubborn, and he's been known to play that way. And that could be the biggest reward, like what you get from your first season back, or it could be your greatest enemy in this season. So, yeah, it's a sad situation going on with Leeds at the moment, and I hope they do find a way out of it, but, yeah, with the confidence that's going on with the club at the moment, I wouldn't, feel too confident. Please do like the stream, guys. If you've not done so, it does really help. And please do hit the subscribe button as well. And Harvey, if you are a new viewer, everyone do give Harvey a warm welcome here, because we always want to make sure we welcome our new viewers to Lexas. Conceded 20 goals in 5 games. Yes, I think the stat was... what was the stat? There was... I think it was Gary Lineker actually posted the stat. Or it was someone. Or maybe Benjamin Bloom. I don't know. It was one of those people. But it was... I think it was 19 goals in 360 minutes. So it'll be 20 goals now in 400 odd minutes. So a goal every 19 minutes conceded is not great. And just defensively, just not organised and good enough. Yeah, 20 goals in 5 games. Yeah, not great, isn't it? Welcome all, says Rabbit. Nice one. What's my West Ham Wolves score prediction, says Jamie. That's a good game. And West Ham are home, right? Something tells me that Wolves might win this. I feel like West Ham are going through a tiny decline now. And I think they are going to prioritise Europe as well. Which, by the way, getting Sevilla in the Europa League, what a draw for West Ham. But I think Wolves might grind a 1-0 win. It sounds, more like that Wolves will find a way around it. Defensively, they are unbelievable. Wolves for me. Wolves up there, with a tougher back line than most teams up there. I mean, they conceded 20 goals in 25 games. That is only 2 more than Chelsea have conceded, and only 3 more than what Man City have conceded, and it's the same amount of goals conceded as Liverpool. So Wolves defensively have been unbelievable this year, and I think that will continue on through there. They've definitely got a better defence than West Ham and Spurs, who are above them right now. 3-0 loss at Everton. It is shocking. Yeah, that result especially was a blow. Lampard getting his own back against Leeds, of course. That should have probably been the moment that they should have considered a change, not to try and push him through United, Liverpool and Spurs like that. It would have been really cruel for him. Rexy, welcome back. Wolves have one of the best defence but score nothing. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, their goal scoring is really a record, because they've only scored 24 goals this season. Oh, good save. Which is under a goal a game. And to put in perspective, Watford, who are in the bottom 3, have scored more goals. Burnley have nearly scored the same amount of goals as Wolves, who are in the bottom 3. Leeds, Brentford, Everton, Newcastle, they've all scored as goals. In fact, I think, only the bottom 3 have actually scored less goals than Wolves, which is basically what you have to tell them about their season. Yeah, Rabbit talking about penalty. Lampard's comments there about the penalty. Leeds have conceded as many goals in 17 days as Huddersfield have in 22 matches. That is a good stat, actually. And I need to check. I was actually intrigued to look at Huddersfield's defensive record, because they have kept a lot more clean sheets this season, Huddersfield, but now that I think about it. Jesse's job, plain and simple, is to keep us and then attack next season. Yeah, exactly. And that is probably why people are thinking Allardyce and Benitez short-term could work, but I think they're two polarising individuals, which would definitely turn a few noses at Leeds. So I understand, but I also think it's a bit risky going for Jesse Marsch as well. Relegation battle in the Championship will be crazy. Oh, it will be. I definitely will be doing a final stream / what's so long on the final day of the season. I did so last year, and it was one of the most entertaining streams I've ever done. I didn't feel too well, and after that stream, I was very ill afterwards as well. But I remember it because actually, I just remembered why I celebrated in this stream so much. I just got 500 subscribers at the end of the season. Oh my gosh, and we could be in a position where we double that this year. Guys, please do what you can to get to 1,000 subs. It'll be so poetic that we celebrate the final day of the season, celebrating 1,000 subs. Because I just remembered, I think we got 500 the day before. And oh my gosh, I was saying comments like I would quit if we didn't get 500 by the end of the season. We could double that this year, just in that 1 year alone. Oh my gosh, I've only just realised how well this channel's done this year. Well, I can only thank you. I can only thank you guys for this. I can only do that. Leeds just need to restart their season. Well, they've got to do more than restart their season. They've got to know how to defend again. I mean, even the Championship, they struggled to defend. But they at least took their chances. And unfortunately, they've not been taking their chances this year. Even though when they score 2 against Man United, they concede 4 to 5 more. And that's not good enough. Yeah, they concede 4 against Man United, of course. And Man United, of course, with their form, it's not great, isn't it? They fails to score against 19th place Watford, of course. 22 subs away, yes. And it is entirely possible. So if you guys have not liked the stream yet, please do so. And please do hit the subscribe button because, it'd be an amazing achievement to get to 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, it really does mean a lot. It means we can start getting monetized. It means we can really start forward planning. And Barnsley have just equalised in the 89th minute. Josh Benson with the equalising goal. I'll get to 1K before the end of the season. Well, yeah, that would be even better. That would be even better for this channel. Wow. So that's a really crucial goal. Barnsley potentially is a good point for them, but for Derby's sake, that's a very, very bad goal for them. It's 1-1. 89th minute by Josh Benson. What a crucial goal that could be. Leeds need Virgil to stay up, or Virgil to stay up, or Thomas Tuchel. I don't know. I don't know, and that's why I think Benitez might work. But I do understand why they would not feel like that they want Benitez either. Right, okay. We got a restart match with different teams. What a result, actually. 1-1 between Derby and Barnsley. Next is Hull West Brom. Oh, dear God, West Brom. Well, it's an away game. And it's against a Hull team who can definitely play well on their day. So let's see if West Brom can fix their away form at this time. I'll get 1K in 2045. But guys, you guys aren't going to demoralise and demotivate yourselves if you have, if you continue to slate yourselves that you won't get there anytime soon. You just got to keep posting. And that's all I can say. That's literally the only advice I can give you. Quality over quantity as well. That's all I would say. Two bits of advice. Keep posting, and quality over quantity. If anything, the more you tell people, the more people that know, more likely you'll spread. Don't keep it a secret. Because when I kept it a secret in my first year and a half, it was my biggest mistake. As soon as my parents knew, they shared it around. Of course, when I told content creators I was around, you've seen the likes of BENHD and Bloom, and BENHD and Matt SB especially share me around. So, you've got to tell people what you're doing, basically, and then you've got your success. I need to still ask Owen if he was able to speak with Benjamin Bloom, because if I remember right, he was supposed to have a collab with him. We need Steve Cooper, says Charlie Brown. I understand, but I don't think he'll leave Forest. I don't think he'll leave Forest at this time. Cisco Munoz is in a job, says BFC Vlogs. I think he is. I can't remember where he was, but I do remember reading up on it that he is. That's your problem, you never post. But yeah, but you got to get your consistency. Get a routine that allows you to post consistently. And what a strike! Very nothing like what we saw for West Brom recently. Callum Robinson with a thunder strike. West Brom need to fix their season. They are really, really looking like that they're going to have a really bleak season if they can't pick a win anytime soon. It's a brilliant strike. Don't get me wrong. It's a good strike. But I am very critical with their form. 1 win in 10 is just simply not good enough for a team like West Brom, especially team recently relegated from the Premier League. They're in the bottom half of the table as well. If they don't pick up a point against Swansea, they will stay in the bottom half of the table as well. They've only got a +5 goal difference. Jesus. Thanks to a couple of you watching here. So, Hull and Middlesbrough. Hull and West Brom, sorry. I'm just looking at what Xisco Minos is. Huesca. I just remembered. It's Huesca. They are a yo-yo team in La Liga, Huesca, because they go to Premier Division and then second tier. Potentially Huesca are in the second tier. I don't remember Huesca being in the main tier this season, but I think they were in La Liga last season. So, yeah, he's basically managing the Norwich equivalent of Spain, Xisco Minos. Let's hope Brentford have a lot of home games. Yes, that's crucial, yeah. Sky Blue Army, welcome to the stream. Do you think Coventry could get players? Could, yes. Will, not sure. I think the competition for the playoffs this year is so tough. It's really, really tough. That draw against Preston could be crucial, but I do think they would have needed to definitely have won to increase their chances. It was a huge opportunity for them as well. Sheffield United lost. Middlesbrough lost. A draw is 1 point closer, don't get me wrong, but getting 3 points in that moment definitely would have put Coventry in a more favourable position. Frankie McAvoy to Leeds says Blue Terrier. Gosh, Blue Terrier just wants Leeds to be run down to the ground. Steve McLaren to Leeds says Charlie. God, let's just give Leeds a chance to survive. Wonder where Zinedine Zidane will go. That is a good question. I think the reports are that he'll manage PSG and Poch will go to United, and I think that's what I'm hearing so far. That's Zidane to Leeds as BFC Vlogs. That would be insane if he manages in the Premier League, but I don't see it. Ooh, good chance by George Honeyman there. I just realised I had not tweeted I'm live. I'm just going to quickly do that now. Thanks for liking the stream, by the way. Please do hit the like button if you've not liked the stream yet. I've not actually been able to check how well we've done so far. We're at 12. Okay, not bad. Thank you, guys. Let's try and push to 15 likes if we can. That'd be amazing. Please also hit the subscribe button if you've not done so, because we're only 22 subs away now to 800, which is amazing if we can get to that level. Yeah, to prefer we concede in the 89th minute, but never done. Yeah, I know. I tell you what, good draw in the end, considering the circumstances. But definitely on when you first looked at this game, it was a crucial game, especially Preston doing okay with form. So it would have been crucial for Coventry to get 3 points. But all things considered, it's a good draw. It is a good draw. So it's very strange, this game, which is why football is such a great sport. Charlie Brown wants me as Leeds manager. I'll tell Luke Ayling and Stuart Dallas how to defend. I'll start the likes of Gail Hart and have faith in him that he can score goals. I'll tell Rafinha to start hit the strings as well. That's if he's not injured at least. Well, you only have to look at my success on career mode. Just don't look at my progress this season. But my previous 2 seasons of career mode have been immense. And what a response here. So West Brom have made it 2-0. Callum Robertson's having the game of his life here. I've forgotten what a Callum Robertson goal looked like, to be honest. Especially in the away goal by Callum Robertson as well. They've not scored in, I think, their last 6 away games. I think the last one they did was actually their most recent one against West Brom. But it was a Malumbai goal as well, which I almost forgot West Brom had Jason Malumbai. We did need to beat Preston. Yeah, I agree. They definitely needed to beat Preston there. I was going to say, in my streams at least, my commentary, it was Matt versus Ben. And I was excited knowing that Matt was going to this game because I just knew they were going to cross paths and collab. And they did. It's brilliant scenes especially. Somehow we still only 3 points off players. Yes, but 1 point if you won it. And that's the thing, you know, your home games really got to count. Your home games especially, you've got to pick up your 3 points in. Jose Mourinho to Leeds? Oh no way Mourinho will go back to the Prem now. I think because he was heavily linked with Everton at one stage and he just turned that down straight away. There's no way, no. he won't look at Leeds as a better opportunity. Oh my god, I thought I was going to go in for a minute. It's a good save by Ingram. I'll tell you what, Peterborough, I felt should have beaten Hull. I'm just checking if Hull had Cartwright in goal. I mean, if so, what a clean sheet for the... is he 18, 19? I can't remember how old he is. Oh, what's going on with my network now? Come on. Right. Johnny Leeds did like when Cloughie did. Yeah. I had it, but then I thought my internet was going to go, so I stopped looking at it. Oh, there it is. Lineup. No, Ingram was back. Oh, okay. So Ingram recovered. So as soon as Ingram was in goal, if I knew that, I probably would have predicted a Hull win. W.A. Decky, welcome to the stream. And he's just joined with West Brom scoring 2 away goals, which I can't remember the last time West Brom scored 2 away goals. And that Malumbi goal for West Brom against Middlesbrough must have felt surreal. It was the first away goal that West Brom has scored for quite a long time. What a through ball and what a strike. If that's Robertson again, it's his hat-trick goal. It is his hat-trick goal. Callum Robertson with a hat-trick takes West Brom all 3 points against Hull City. That's an exquisite through ball, I think, by Mowat there. And it's a good strike by Robinson. But based on how little goals they scored away from home, you wouldn't back them on a 1v1 at the moment. Bielsa's translators should get the job. I tell you what, that would be absolute scenes. And I tell you what would be his job now? Here's some breaking news. Wow, we've got a 4th. I was just looking at comments. Oh, we've got another goal scorer now. Grady Diangana now gets on the score sheet. It's a very comprehensive win for West Brom. But personally, I don't really see that being the case. It's a good run, actually, on the right. And it's actually really good play on his part. Bielsa is the new owner of Chelsea Football Club. Oh, not a chance. I don't even know who I'd want as... Well, to be honest, he's not gone. And that's what people are confused with. He's not actually gone yet. He's just passed his resources and care to... for charity. It's almost like he said to Chelsea, stay here, you'll be safe, but I can't be involved in you because I'll be dragging you down. Read that what you will, but that's how I see it. Because against Coventry, no, yeah, you are right. No, you are right. I remember that. But in fact, one of the goals was actually not from your own West Brom player. It was a McFadden own goal. I remember one of them at least, and I think Grant may have scored the other one. Is that... Oh, I tell you what, I thought it was full time for a minute there. Hull need this game to end anytime soon. You never know that. Oh, yeah. I mean, who knows? Yeah, it's a really scary situation for Chelsea. I just hope that they move from it, you know, and they don't get any worse from it. Translator Bielsa is actually an asset for the club as he is an analyst that he got from QPR. Oh, interesting. That is a good fact. Right, that's the full-time whistle. What a win. And Robinson's going to get a match ball because he got 3 goals. 4-0 to West Brom. What is the next game, actually? I've not checked. Middlesbrough-Luton. God, that's a crucial game for both teams because they're right up there in the Championship. Probably Luton's toughest game, actually. Middlesbrough and Luton. Luton can get something for sure, but Middlesbrough, they've got to... If there's any time that Middlesbrough got to play, it's now. This is their game. This is make or break for Middlesbrough, because if they beat Luton, they can swap places with them. Breaking Liverpool have all 6 goals debuted from Leeds, and it ended 0-0. They were all offside. If I saw 4 goals in real life, I think I'd be dreaming. God, that's every West Brom's view, isn't it? Like, well, it has happened this season. I will test you if you can remember the one time West Brom scored 4 goals in a game, because I remember even this year at the Hawthorns. See if you can remember the one time West Brom scored 4 goals this season. Guyton Bong says, you Reds. Says, yeah, Guyton Bong. Of course he would say that. There's only one Peter Ridsdale, says Blue Terrier. That's, of course, Preston's current owner, but I think he did manage Leeds for a bit. I could be the new Leeds manager, says Guyton Bong. Player manager. Late transfer and player manager. Oh, that would be entertaining for sure. I tell you what Guyton Bong, what you can be, actually. You know, if you actually retired early, you could try and be a coach or even like a, assistant to Cooper. Yeah, Sheffield United, that's right. Yeah, that's the one time West Brom scored 4 goals, 4-0. And look how the tables have turned in the recent game as well. You lost 2-0, obviously, in the recent one, but first meeting was 4-0 between West Brom and Sheffield United. And I actually remembered watching that game as well, thinking, wow, West Brom scoring 4, Sheffield United conceding 4. None of this makes sense. Rabbit's going to go back. Don't worry, Rabbit. Thank you guys for the support today. I do appreciate everyone supporting, especially watching at this time of the day as well. I think a lot of people prefer me to do later streams, which I understand, but I definitely want to try and potentially use this time for work. And I might even watch the game. I don't tend to watch the finals a lot of time when Chelsea play because of, just me fearing we're going to lose and me just losing my nut. But also with the conflict going on as well. Oh yeah, Cardiff away. Yeah, Cardiff away is a good one. Andres Clavio is translating analysis we got from QPR. Rabbits eating some grapes. I tell you what, I need to eat some fruit actually. I really do. I can't even remember the last time I even had a piece of fruit, which says everything that you need to know about my fitness there. Please do hit the like button, guys, if you're not done so. I think we're on 14 likes at the moment, so 1 like away, guys, from 15. So only one of you needs to like the stream to get it to 15 likes. That'd be amazing if you could do so. And please hit the subscribe button if you've not done so either, as we are trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're only 22 away. What a strike! Every time I try and plug my channel, there's a stunning goal to talk about. Tavernier this time for Middlesbrough. It's the second time I've definitely been interrupted whilst plugging my channel due to a goal. But this one does deserve a commentary. What a strike. Nestling in the top right corner. It's good play. I think Crooks does the layoff. And it's, wow, what a strike. And that is 1-0 to Middlesbrough. But yeah, guys, please do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so. It does really help. And if you have already subscribed, the best thing you could do is to share this channel to as many people as you can. To people who you know, who might like my channel, who have not subscribed. So please do that. It does really, really help. First time in 2 weeks. I have some good ends 3 times every 2 weeks. Interesting. We would have been merged with Huddersfield if Huddersfield fans didn't revolt, says Charlie. Oh no, you meant fruit rather than friends. I just saw that. Oh, don't worry. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. They would have revolted, haven't they? Dylan, welcome to the stream as well. It's good to see a lot of you here. No, it's fine. You can go in whenever. It's fine. We've got a load of games left to go still because we've got the FA Cup games to predict as well. You announce your channel in the Brentford Community Stadium. If you could do that, that'd be incredible. I had a game at 10:30. Nah, fair play. Nah, that's more important than this. Go and do your game and deliver the dub as well. I hope you won as well. Right, Reece James is trending on Twitter. No surprise, because I think he will make his return. Yeah, it's really, really risky. It's risky putting Reece James back. Charlie Brown does not like Ridsdale. Preston fans probably have very similar feelings, to be honest. JVW, welcome to the streams. Good to see a lot of you here. Yeah, you won 5-2. Fair play, Dylan. That's what we like to hear. We only take dubs on this channel. So to go through the games we've gone through, we had a draw in the midweek game between Cardiff and Derby. Huddersfield, Peterborough. Peterborough got a surprise away win. Sheffield United and Forest drew 1-1. Fulham lost 2-0 to Blackburn. Birmingham beat Bristol City. Derby and Barnsley draw 1-1. West Brom smash Hull 4-0. And Middlesbrough and Luton is the game we're on now. So we are on game 8 already. And we have got Preston Bournemouth, QPR Cardiff, Reading Millwall, Stoke Blackpool, Swansea Coventry still to go. And we've got the Carabao. We've got the FA Cup games as well. You lost 4-2, says BFC Vlogs. You scored a pen and you're centre-back. Fair enough. Oh, centre-back though. So you're in a back line that conceded 4 goals. Anyone else remember when Rizdale tried selling Finnish tank to help Leeds? Do you realise Rizdale nearly killed us? Well, even with my football fairy tales, I definitely remembered commenting on it. Only dubs. Yes, exactly. Only dubs indeed. Ooh, good tackle in the end. I tell you what, I am very, very hungry. And there's a lot of games still to go. So you guys are going to have to keep me going for this stream today. Yeah, Carabao Cup final is tonight. I am very nervous of the atmosphere, to be honest. You should do whatever cup final. I can't spell. Yeah. I'm really, honestly, I want to stream it, but I don't know if I can. I'll tell you what I might do. I might actually ask my brother if he'd be willing to watch the game with me on camera. If not, then I probably won't do it. I can't watch it by myself. There's no way. But I actually think it'll be better for you guys to actually see someone new. You know, a bit like a Matt SB, to have someone in. And I think my brother, being a huge, huge football fan and the way he analyses the game, I think he'll be a good person to have on. But we'll see. We'll see. He's currently out at the moment, so I wouldn't even know if he wants to watch it. Knowing him, he probably would not want to watch it either. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Your prediction, Chelsea 2, Liverpool 3 after extra time. Oh dear, that just literally makes my skin crawl just reading that scoreline. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a party when Leeds United cries as Blue Terrier. I tell you what. I've still not really even done a video of Chance, but to be honest, if I did a video on Chance, that would be completely ripping off Ben, and I've already ripped off Ben enough as it is. But you've got a couple of, well, the tunes that I like is the Ain't Nobody, and of course the Freed From Desire one, of course, starting off with Will Griggs on Fire. Will Griggs on Fire is always a nostalgic one, because I remember that one when everyone was doing the chant. Non-football fans were doing the chant. I played a game last night and we lost 5-4 because they scored the most scrappy goal you've seen. Oh, I can understand. I can live there, done it. Rip Marcelo Bielsa's managerial career. Yeah, with his age, I think he's 66 now, so it's going to be very difficult for him to find another job. I mean, Neil Warnock's proven he can do it. So maybe not his final game, maybe not his final team, but potentially, well, I think definitely the final time he manages in the Premier League. But I hope Marcelo Bielsa finds something good and appealing, because he really does deserve it. He's been an absolutely unbelievable manager, and he's been a breath of fresh air. Right, Preston Bournemouth's next. Now, Preston beat Bournemouth last time. And I think they were the first team, Preston, to beat Bournemouth this season. So it should be a good, interesting game between these two. Fury's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Yep, love it. That's definitely one of my favourites, actually. Not specifically Fury, but the tune. Don't. It's going to get stuck in my head now. That's the problem with chants. They're going to get stuck in your head now. And that's why I can't always watch Ben's ones, because a lot of the time the chants will get stuck in my head. I think I commented that one time when I was going to get the Ain't Nobody based on Scott Sinclair. And that was stuck in my head for I don't even know how long it was. Oh, God. That's the first time I had to stretch today. Please do like the stream if you've not done so. It does tremendously. I think we streamed for about an hour and a half now, so it will be incredibly supportive if you guys can do that. And please do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so. That would be amazing too. We're 20 hours. Thank you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for the support. I do truly appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, to reiterate, Preston were the first team to beat Bournemouth this season. Yeah, they did beat them in the end. I do remember. Yeah, it was a very it was a feisty game. I think it was a very physical game. I think actually a bit similar to the Coventry game, but the difference we had in that game is that Preston managed to hold on. Yeah, you see, now you've turned the Ain't Nobody chant to John Russell now. It can work with almost any player. Dylan, what are you doing to me? You're making me want to say the Nars. You can find your team in there. Oh, okay. Thank you for sending that, BFC Vlogs. Bielsa took a mid-table championship tie, got them top 10 in the Premier League, and turned around the case of Calvin and Bamford. Yes, agreed. He's done incredibly well, Bielsa. So he definitely deserves a lot of credit there. Peterborough Fan TV, welcome to the stream. I mean, how are you feeling with Grant McCann returning? It's not probably the best time to ask. I mean, even looking at the stats, I was just thinking Peterborough only had one shot on target at home. It's not great, isn't it? So, a lot of games for Peterborough are now must-wins. They've got really, really crucial games going up. They've got Huddersfield in the weekend, which is really, really tough. And they've actually got a couple of midweek games as well. I'm in the middle of playing a karting game and eating grapes, says Rabbit. Karting game. Now, is that Mario Kart per se? Or is it Formula 1? I mean, what could it be? I really hate Coventry's play up Sky Blues. It's so cheesy, says Blue Terrier. Huh, well, say that to Darraj Gaines, because he's just turned up to the stream. He's happy, obviously, with the point. Now, I think Coventry needed to win it, personally. So I still think it's a bit of a blow. But all things considered, based on the position you found yourselves and the fact that Dabo got himself red-carded, I think, but the fact it was, I mean, 10 versus 10, I mean, what a game it was right at the end. 2 red cards and 2 late goals. 98th minute is unbelievable to get an equaliser in any game. Can't believe we're sitting in 13th, says WADeku. I can. I mean, it's, you know, you'd think no, but 1 win in 10, those, you know, that form puts you in low mid-table, unfortunately. So you really got to turn it around ASAP, and there just seems to be a lack of urgency to turn it around, which is what's really making me more disappointed more than anything. Mario Kart, says Maribit. Well, all I'm saying, I'm undefeated. But I mean, I say that my youngest brother is probably better than me at Mario Kart now because he religiously plays it on his Switch now. I was definitely by far the best, but now he's a teenager who can literally religiously sweat games. He's now probably better than me at Mario Kart. But even with that, I think I played against him recently, and I think it was a very. He only beat me like 1 or 2 points still. So still have got it within me, and I think he gave me the 2 worst controls as well. I think he gave me the Joy-Con while he had the Pro Controller, so he had a much easier time with controls as well. So yeah, I'm just salty he beat me, to be honest. Can we see your match day 35 reaction, including Blackpool 4, Reading 1? Oh, I will, but you'll see it tomorrow. I've made the graphic for it already, but I need to obviously record my reaction tomorrow, which I always do at that time. Patrick Bamford is the pure example of how good Bielsa is. Yes, honestly, he's completely turned his career around, but I now worry if he's going to really produce the same levels now that Bielsa's not around. Thoughts on Coventry's next games, says Dawaj. I will need to look into Coventry's next games. I've got a feeling you've got some very crucial games coming up, but I'll see. I mean, when I did my predictions, my final predictions, I think it's 2 weeks ago now, every team had like a tough run at near the end of the season, so no team's got some easy games at all. So I'm just looking at all the fixtures you've got left. I've just looked at Coventry. So you've got Swansea. Swansea are good at home though, so you're going to have to try and defy the odds there. Preston have scored! They breached past Bournemouth's defence in the 58th minute. Poor defending by Bournemouth. It's a good goal. I think Reece Jacobson has scored it. It is Reece. Definitely, I think their player. Well, I think Daniel Johnson's been their player of the season and Daniel Iverson, but Reece is up there as well. Oh, what an assist as well. I think the assist was better than the goal. What an assist by Daniel Johnson there. That back heel right in the corner. 1-0 Preston. Luton's crucial. In the weekend, yeah, that is very crucial actually now that I think about it. Well, in fact, the weekend game you play Swansea, then the midweek game you play Luton at the Rico. That is crucial. You've got to beat them. Then it's Sheffield United. Oh dear. Well, there's actually both home games. You've got to win your home games pretty much. If you win, or even if you pick up 4 points in those 2 home games, I think that's good. That's really good. You need at least 4 points for me in those home games for me. Then home, Derby away, Blackburn. I tell you what, you've got 2 very tough games at April. You've got Forest and Fulham away. I think that'll be very tricky. Then I tell you what, not many easy games left, really. I don't really think you've got many easy games. But I think that's mainly down to how close every team is in the Championship. I think it's so competitive this year. Preston played poor against us yesterday. Way too many fouls. Dabo let himself down with that penalty. Didn't need a red card. Preston are a very physical team, and that was how they beat Bournemouth. That was how they became the only team to beat Bournemouth. They are definitely a very physical team. They do remind me a tiny bit of Burnley a little bit. But they do have good flares of play as well. But they are a very physical team. And that is how Preston do like to play. When Birmingham fans threw tennis balls at the pitch, all the town fans started singing. Oh my god. That's actually that's a class chant, that. Country striker does the Andy Murray special celebration. Oh, I love that shit, Alzi. I really do. Thanks for BSC Vlogs for sharing it. Everyone do support BSC Vlogs on his YouTube content there. Tough run for us. Yeah, it is. Got 3 home games in a row after Swansea away. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough run. Especially away games. Because I think away Coventry are a bit vulnerable. Your home games I think are okay. They are winnable. They are quite tough, but I think they are winnable. But your away games, if you had better away games, I probably would back Coventry, but your away games are very, very tough. Forest and Fulham back to back is very harsh. Watch us lose to... Oh! I've just completely missed the equaliser by Bournemouth. Oh, it's poor. They give the ball away. Alan Brown gives the ball away. Jadon Anthony with the goal. And that's 1-1. Watch us lose to Peterborough. I can feel it. And Peterborough beat Man City. I can feel it. I don't know. I don't really back Peterborough, really, to be honest. I predicted them 24th place, which people thought, that's too harsh. But based on what I've seen, and statistically, I think they are the worst team in the league, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Peterborough Fan TV, if you're still watching. But Barnsley have got the experience and the players to turn forms around. And you can see that with 3 wins and 4. Derby, I think, have just been a team too good to be in the bottom 3. Reading, I think Lucas Jowers made a big difference, and John Swift can change things. And I just don't think... I think Peterborough lacked that player. They lost it when they sold Siriki Dembele for me. So it would have been close between Reading and... oh, what a save by Iverson. It would have been close between Reading and Peterborough to be the 2 worst teams in the league for me. But the fact that Zhao's returned and they've lost Dembele, I think it's, in that order. Can Chelsea win the Canberra Cup? I'd like to think so, but I'm not confident. What do you think of Blackburn this season? Inspirational. I do. I've really been impressed with Blackburn this season, and I don't think any predictor, any content creator predicted this. I would like to see Blackburn Rovers' first initial predictions and see if he predicted Blackburn to have a good season. I might actually do that in my own spare time, actually. Because I've remembered watching it, but I can't quite remember where exactly he put Blackburn, but I definitely want to see. I know Ben put Blackburn as 20th, so he's going to not have a lot of fun reviewing that back. I put Blackburn 19th, which is not any better, and I think Bloom actually had the same position, and I don't know what Matt did. I think Matt did it very similarly too. Next game is QPR Cardiff. We've already simulated Cardiff for the fact that they're playing in midweek, but this is their weekend game. Final 5 games of Everton's season is Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Brentford, Arsenal. Brentford must win. Brentford, they have to beat Brentford here. Who do I think will finish second? Is that Championship or the Prem? I mean, if you're thinking of the Prem, I still think Liverpool. I think Man City will still hold on. And then Liverpool have the best attack. Chelsea are good defensively. I could back that, but I would say Chelsea are not even the best defensively in the league anymore, at least. I think Man City are now the best team defensively in the league. But I don't know. I back Liverpool's attack more than my defence, to be honest. But if you're talking about second place in the Championship, I still think Bournemouth. I still think Bournemouth could hold on to that. If Huddersfield keep winning, we'll make BENHD look like the new Ian Holloway. You know what? I think Ben did predict Huddersfield to go down, but I predicted Huddersfield to stay up. You know what? It's still bad because I think I predicted them 21st, but at least with some dignity, I did not predict Huddersfield to go down. And that is literally the only positive I'm going to take. Oh, yeah, you do mean Championship. Yeah, I still think Bournemouth. I think with their fixture congestion is going to be tough. But I think the signings they've got, I think they've got enough firepower and resources that they can cope with that. Jamalo, once again, scoring a very late goal. I think that's the second consecutive game where they've actually scored an 89th minute winner. It's the second consecutive game where they fell behind and they won 2-1. So Bournemouth need to stop going behind in games. But I think they've got the teams and players to get promoted. And the fact that they still managed to get that turnaround, I think they'll do it. I think if they lost to Stoke, I would have been a bit nervous for them. But I think the fact they did beat Stoke and they've got the ability to make a comeback like this, I think Bournemouth will still hold on. I put Bournemouth, but I think someone else could steal it. Well, no. I tell you what, if Huddersfield keep going, you never know, you know. And Blackburn could be another one, but I think Blackburn could be a little bit more inconsistent. You're commenting now on Ben's video. What, are you commenting on the Ian Holloway prediction? Oh my god. Gonna have to beat me to it. No, I won't do that. Prediction Huddersfield to go down. You predicted Huddersfield to go down on your channel as well. Well, we've got to go. I've just got distracted by Crazy Sports Alphabet. Welcome to the stream, Crazy Sport. If you are a new viewer, everyone do give Crazy Sport a warm welcome. Lyndon Dykes with the opening goal in this game. It looks like they tackled it well, but no one's closing down Dykes. Gets beaten in his near post a little bit. But it's a goal for QPR, 1-0. But Crazy Sport, if you are a new viewer, everyone do give Crazy Sport a warm welcome to this stream. Thanks for liking the stream, by the way. I think we are on 20 likes still. So if you can like the stream if you've not done so, it does tremendously help the channel. Please also do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so either. It does really, really help too. I think Charlie's had enough commenting on Bielsa being sacked. It's the only thing he's been talking about since this stream today. It's you know, I find it sad. I do find it sad. But I just hope that they can stay up because I think Leeds are a very important team in the Premier League. And it's an equalising goal by Cardiff City. God, don't tell me that is Jordan Hugo. Oh my God, what have they done to him? It's a good equalising goal by Cardiff. What a response. Sad but needed. Yeah, I think that's the best way of putting it. In the bottom left, right corner as well. That's 1-1. Literally within about 5 minutes later. I just think the problem with Bielsa, he just had one way of playing. And when that didn't work out, he didn't have any sort of play style to back it, like no plan B. So if he had a style of play which meant he would be holding off for a point, let's say, he just never played like that. He was stubborn. He was always keen to play the way he played. And that was a problem because it made the teams very prepared to play Leeds. And they've been found out, I think, a little bit this year, especially with their injured players. Big Sam to Leeds. I personally don't think he will join Leeds. I think it still will be Jesse Marsch. I think he's the favourite still. But, gosh, it'll be an interesting reception if he did join Leeds, I'll tell you that. We're still 22 subs away from 1,000, which will be absolutely incredible if we can get there. Only 22 away. We are within touching distance now of getting there, which is absolutely unbelievable. I've got to thank you guys for the support recently. And I was just commenting this, I don't know how long ago, I think it was about an hour ago, that in the end of the season last year, we only just hit 500. And I said I was going to quit if we didn't hit 500 subs. The fact we... if we get 1,000 before the end of the season and we've doubled our subscriber amount is unbelievable. I bet Leeds will love Big Sam's attacking football. Yeah, they'll love it. Ethan does not back Jesse Marsch. Yeah, I mean, he's a bit unproven, I would say. And you don't want... Yeah, he doesn't want Big Sam. Yeah. It's a tough decision. I would have probably suggested Benitez. I know his football's not great, but he's got experience, which could be the advantage. But I think I can understand why they've gone for Marsch. Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the time that Allardyce plays is boring. There's never been a really good team where he's shown expressive football. Even in the Championship, West Ham weren't necessarily the most explosive team going forward. Right, still 1-1 QPR and Cardiff. Right, how many games do we have left in the Championship at least? So after this, we only have 3 games left, and then we've got the FA Cup games. Ethan does want Jesse Marsch. Interesting. Bit scary. I think he could produce a managerial bounce, but I think a bit of a scary decision if they do that though. You should agree to the Gatsby giveaway and give away stuff toy cat. No. I can't do it. He does not deserve that. He's staying with me. I'm just trying to think where is he right now? He might be downstairs actually. Well, he's probably asleep somewhere knowing him. No, there won't be any giveaway. I will feel bad if I can't get a giveaway sorted at 1k, but knowing me, I probably can't, but I could try. I could try and get a voucher or something. I'm just thinking what I could do. I mean, I could go to a shop and get a £50 voucher. I mean, I don't know. It feels right for me to do that. Right. Trying to remember we beat Man City with the Stuart Dallas goal. Yeah, those were good days, weren't they? Gotta try sometimes reminisce on the good times, especially when things are not going well, especially for your football club at least. Ooh, this game has not really shown that much. I've got to be honest, QPR and Cardiff. I've been a bit disappointed, but to be honest, I think that will be a very similar outcome in real life as well. I'm always just thinking about the work I'm going to have to try and catch up on. I'm really going to have to knuckle down. I was thinking, I might try and stream Chelsea-Liverpool, but the fact I'm not really going to be gaining subs in this stream today, there's no point. Oh, good save. And it might be a good time for me to distract myself as well from what could be going on. If Fulham and Bournemouth get promoted, they'll both stay up. Think Bournemouth could. I don't think Fulham will. That's what I think. We've had no Tippy. I don't know, to be honest. I've got to be honest. I think the quality between the Premier League and the Championship has really sadly increased. what I mean by that is that I think the quality of the Premier League has just left the Championship behind a little bit. Oh, that was a really good chance for Cardiff there. Will Volks should have really actually took that chance. I think back to when Huddersfield and Brighton and Newcastle all were promoted and they all stayed up. That was when I think the quality between the Championship and the Premier League was not that much. And I think the Championship was starting to fight back to the Premier League's quality. But then unfortunately since then I think the gap has just been getting bigger and bigger. And that means less and less teams getting promoted are staying up anymore. Which I think is a shame. I think we do need these recently promoted teams to stay up just for a bit of variety at least, and to help their club's sake as well. They definitely don't want to be yo-yoing between the leagues. Oh, right, I think it's offside. Oh no, it's a full-time whistle. I thought it was offside. Okay, 1-1 between QPR and Cardiff. Next could be Swansea Coventry. Let me check. No, it's Reading Millwall. No, Swansea Coventry is actually the last game. Next is Reading Millwall. That is a crucial. Well, that is actually a crucial game for Reading, and that could be a winnable game for Reading too. Now, this is a problem. We've got a bit of a kit clash, so I'm going to do these two kits. For Romain Sawyer's own goal. Oh, I do remember it. I do remember that own goal. Yeah, it was hilarious. Oh, I think knowing me, I think I made a joke on it on this channel as well. I don't normally watch a lot of my stuff back, but I can guarantee you I would have made a big joke about that own goal. God, how long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours already. Jesus. Thanks so much, guys, for the support. Much appreciated. Right. Jed Wallace, and I think he really makes that team work. When Jed Wallace is at his best, he really is right at his best. He really, really is. Oh, it's gone out. Worst defensive team, Reading. Skip that. There we go. Reading passing up from the back a little bit. I tell you what, I'm still not really too convinced with Paul Ince. I mean, I read his comments after they concede 4 and lose to Blackpool. And he didn't sound like he had made a big deal on it. I'm sorry, but if you concede 4 goals, you make a big deal on it. You do. Paul Ince was, you know, not being so critical, which is so bizarre. You've got to be critical of your Reading team. Any team that concedes 4 goals, you have to be. And if he's going to be like that and he's trying to take the pressure off them, I don't think it's going to work. I really don't. That means roll on Barnsley and Derby trying to catch them. I don't back Peterborough to catch them, to be honest. I remember somebody on Fodger's channel said 5-0 Leeds, and it was true. Sometimes sometimes these predictions happen. God, I tell you what, 5-0 Leeds would have missed these sorts of results. It was chatmate. Probably. Paul is too interested in Instagram. I like that pun there. It's just, I don't know. He doesn't strike me as someone who's urgent to put Reading in a better position. He's almost like, oh, we're okay. We're 6 points ahead. Just look at Barnsley. They win their game in hand. They're only 3 points behind you, and they've got a. In fact, I don't know who's got a worse goal difference actually. I need to check who's got a worse goal difference, because both defensively have not been great at certain areas of the season, I must stress. Reading might have it worse. Yeah, oh, just barely. Barnsley have got a better goal difference than Reading. That's a good pun, actually, Blue Terry. I'll give you that. By the way, on points, on the prediction league, I have confirmed, like, not how many points people have got yet, but I have highlighted all the results so far, and I can tell you how everyone's doing so far. I've got 9 points because I got 1 correct score and 6 correct outcomes, which I don't normally get too many outcomes correct, but it's also quite frustrating when you get many correct outcomes and, you know, none of them are correct. So I've got 9 points for me. Honeygun did very well. He got 12 so far. He's got 12 so far. He got 3 correct scores. There was only one person who correctly predicted Peterborough Hull. That was Aljunk, who managed to correctly predict that. There was a couple of really, really good predictions there, and I got to give a shout out to a couple of them. Right. West Ham and Wolves have just released their teams. I'm just going to quickly react to that now. I should be able to finish this stream before this game kicks off, but just in case I don't, I'm just going to read it. Right. West Ham's team is Fabianski. They've got a back four: Cresswell, Zuma. Great. Dawson and Johnson. Oh, I'm glad Johnson's still playing. They've got Rice and Souček. God, that's a midfield pairing if I ever saw one. Fornals, Lanzini, Bowen, and Antonio. That's a really strong team that West Ham have got. I'll check everyone's points in a minute. Wolves, they've got Sarr in goal. Seiss, Cody, Killman with Marcel D'Olivier. Marcel basically. Hoover with Neves and Dendonka. That's also a really good midfield duo. Then Hwang Hee-chan with Trinicao with Hwang Hee-chan. And I think it's Fabio Silva in front. Yes, it is. Once again, a really strong team, and in fact, a really changed team, all things considered. Wolves' teams has gone through, I think, the biggest change, and I think they've actually made the best transition as well. If there's anything that's clear, I need to shave my nose, and I feel so old that I've got to do that now. Wayne Rooney to Leeds, says Blue Terrier. I don't think so. Well, he wouldn't go to Leeds. Nah, not with that Man United rivalry. He wouldn't go Leeds. How many? Yeah, right. Ethan, I'll check your points now. So, Ethan, you have got. You've not got any correct scores, but you've got 5 outcomes, so you've got 5 points so far. Not too shabby. Yeah, if anyone wants to subscribe to each other, you know, do show your support, but also it's good to give this channel something back as well. You know, the good thing about this community, Let's Select, is that we help everyone involved. I typed then in the comments 2-1 Bournemouth and it was true. Yeah, I mean, my tactic, you know, when I started doing these predictions was 2-1s. But then when it got to having the correct scores was 3 points every time you get one, I couldn't just predict 2-1 because that's just was never going to happen. So had to do it. Oh, Benjamin Bloom's going to be streaming now, isn't he? Oh, dear. Okay, well, that's when my viewers plummet. I never have Wayne Rooney as Leeds manager. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think. He'll have too much... he'll have too much at heart for Man United to even go to Leeds. Please do hit the like button if you've not done so. It does really help. Please also hit the subscribe button on this channel if you've not done so as well. Because, I think we're still on 21 likes. So if we can get to 25 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing if we can do so. Please also do hit the subscribe button on this channel. We've not gained subs today. But I need to get the subscriber goal back. Because I think it's hidden. I don't know. It was at 945 last time I had it open. Bloody hell. Okay. A lot has changed. This is an exciting time, guys. Let's see what the subscriber goal is going to look like now. I believe 978 still. Start goal. Wow. Look at this. Look how small this sliver of white is now. We're so close. Not going to lie, having Big Sam till the end of the season is a bad thing, as if Leeds go down, Marshall won't be able to manage in the Championship. Yeah, but I don't think Allardyce will stay on in the Championship either. That's what I feel. I don't think he'll stay on. I think whoever they need to get in now, it has to be short term, and they've got to really, really think who they can get in long term. Imagine if the owner of Chelsea is Benitez. Nah, he'll take us down. Are you kidding me? The amount of scrutiny the fans have got with Benitez, he'll take us down easily. Right, corner comes in. Headed away. No, Blue Terrier. I'll take your moderator away if you do it. Seeming as everyone really cares about moderators these days. You drop-kicked Eric Dyer. I don't know if that's what you're laughing or if it's my moderator comment. I know it's you, Blue Terrier. I know you've unsubscribed. I know you have. Come on, man. I think that's the full-time whistle. I think it is. I tell you what, if that's the case, then it's been a very boring game. Yeah. Our only 0-0 draw. Our only 0-0 draw so far in the stream, actually. We had to have one, and it's gone to Reading Millwall. And honestly, probably the most realistic one. Well, in fact, no. Reading a clean sheet? Not a chance. Next is Stoke and Blackpool. Thomas is going to be reunited with Stoke. In fact, no. No, what am I talking about? No, he's not. He's at Reading now. What am I talking about? Well, the Thomas derby. Let's put it that way. This is a Thomas derby here. So this is our penultimate game. You actually haven't unsubbed. Well, someone has then. Yeah, someone's up. It's BSC Vlogs, isn't it? Come on, Matt. Come on, guys. All right. You know what? I'll take this away then. Go on then. Because I don't just lose 2 subs like that. Come on, man. You guys are trolling here. It's fair to say, maybe I won't, you know what, maybe I won't even have the subscriber goal at all when we build up to 1,000 subs. Maybe only if I get 1,000, we may even include it. Right. You know, I'm not even, and someone's unliked as well. Oh, you can't be serious. Come on, guys. I'm not even going to look at the analytics now. You're going to try and make me concerned. Right. Oh my God, what a chance. I'm almost glad I didn't, because I would have missed that chance. It was a good bit of play there. I think Fletcher probably should have done better there. Blackpool gave the ball away very cheaply there. Yeah, but most of you got multiple counts, and 2 of you have. That's all I'm saying. Right, Yates to Anderson. Anderson's been a really crucial player this season. Here he goes again. Anderson to Jerry Yates. Oh, close. Shane Lavery hits it wide. Oh, Rabbit, this happens way too much, way too often than I care to admit. It's any time I have this subscriber goal. Well, no, but it's crazy to know the different standards that everyone's got on YouTube. And, you know, that's why I really like YouTube. Everyone's got their different goals. Here's Lewis Baker to Nick Powell. Jacob Brown. Lewis Baker now. Really excited to see if he can score from that. And he has. Wow, Lewis Baker scores. What is the actual point of unsubscribing? Yeah, but it means I'm further away to 1,000. That's what I'm saying. It's a good solo goal in the end. I only had 2, but I subbed on both. Guys, we're on 975 now. We were on 975 a couple of days ago. Who's on? Guys, come on. I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to look at this because I'm going to get pissed off in a minute. Let's just have faith that things will be restored at the end of the stream. You know what? I'm not even going to think about it. Right, Stoke take a good lead with Lewis Baker scoring there. Joe Allen with Stephen Fletcher, Jacob Brown. Going to try the through ball, but it doesn't quite work out. How's uni been since my return? Stressful. What I will say, the people around in the uni is just, yeah, it's been interesting. It's fair to say, but people still got their degrees going well as well. Everyone's doing really well academically, but this final term's proving to be really difficult, which is no surprise. Yeah, BSC Vlogs has got multiple accounts. That's what I'm saying. I know BSC Vlogs itself is not subscribed, but I know him and Jack especially have got many accounts. Charlie's got accounts. A lot of you have got multiple accounts, to be fair. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to comment. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to look at Social Blade either. I mean, to be fair, the capture doesn't even work today, so I can't even look at... I can't even show you guys the way my channel's just falling down now. Baker to Joe Allen. Tell you what, Stoke will take this win, and they've got to be honest, if Stoke want to try and, you know, compete. Fletcher. Pow! What a goal. That's a brilliant goal by Stoke. Blackpool don't defend it very well, but it's a good teamwork goal, that. Brown to Fletcher, and yeah, that's a brilliant goal. Don't be getting too drunk on your final day. I can't promise that. Graduation day is going to be interesting as well. Here's Keshi Anderson. Oh, good block. Oh, Garbutt's playing. Oh, Keshi Anderson does very well. Yates blocked. Oh, good defending in the end. Keshi Anderson's been the player who's really been creating things for Blackpool, but it's 2-0 Stoke half time. Baker and Powell with the goals. Ooh. We're back to 978. Thank you, guys. That's all I asked. Thank you, guys. Me happy. Cheers for that. Alright, okay. You know, I'm not even going to look at it again. You know, I shouldn't really care, to be honest. I do take it a little bit literally, I will admit. And it's dangerous as well if you actually really get round up by it as well. You really shouldn't. I think my situation is because it's so close to becoming a potential source of income. You know, any little thing now, I'm really going to take literally now. As soon as I hit 1,000 and I don't drop down from 1,000, the future of this channel really could be going upwards rather than downwards, which is very, very encouraging. But it's going to be difficult. I tell you what, next year is going to be so uncertain. It's scary in a way as well, because my university degree will end as well. By that time, I'm no longer a student. I'm going to be being trained up, employed in the accounting and finance world, which is very scary. Oh, good bits of play. Just wide from Gary Medine there. HGFC get battered. Welcome to the stream. I tell you what, I've still got the notification of you subscribing to my channel, Get Battered, on my Streamlabs. So yeah, they still saved that around. Thank you for turning up to the stream today. It's good to see all of you. I think this stream's had a lot of really good things. The only thing it's missing now is Matt SB entry or cameo. Potentially he would have still been recovering from Coventry's last minute draw. So no goals in this second half so far, but oh, as I say, that Stoke nearly make it 3. Good save by Grimshaw. I think it's Jacob Brown this time that tries to make it 3. That would have been 3 different goal scorers there. Corner goes in. Looks like Time is going to play it short to Sam Clucas. Sam Clucas has got Conley to beat. Good defending by Conley. It's a corner. I'm very touch and go whether I want to do the FA Cup predictions, but I guess I should. For FIFA, that is. Because the FA Cup predictions have no bearing on a prediction league, obviously. Brown, Nick Powell. Oh, he wins the header. It's just over the goal. 69th minute now. Matt will have left before the stream started, potentially. Oh, I tell you what, I've really got an itchy nose, and it's really been going on when I talk a lot. I don't know why, but I tell you what I do need to do is shave my nose hairs, which doesn't sound particularly nice, but I've really got to. It's really, I think, affecting the way I present my streams. It really does. But I tell you what, his latest Instagram post really made me smile, though. It was basically, if you want context, it's him and BENHD with a selfie. So it just made... It would literally make every championship content's hopes and thoughts, being fulfilled. Because if you do remember, when I did the collab with Matt, he's not really spoken to Ben before, but he hopes to get him onto the channel soon. So this is like pretty much the first real meeting. I think Ben already subbed, and I think Matt told me that Ben had already subbed to him like long time ago. But yeah, this was basically like the first face-to-face meetup, and the fact that Ben was involved in Matt's video yesterday, fair play to him. It's gap speed time, says Charlie. He's not around. I think he's outside, to be honest. I can barely whistle. Ipswich, Barnsley, Luton, Stoke, Huddersfield get battered everywhere they go. I think Charles just listing all the clubs that he doesn't like. Oh, good defending there by Blackpool. 90th minute. 1, 2, 3, go. Connolly to Jerry Yates. This could be a chance. Lavery. Oh, what's he doing there? He should take it on his own. That's the full-time whistle. It's Stoke 2, Luton 0. We've only got one more championship game to predict. That is Swansea Coventry. So our Coventry fans who have to be so patient if you're still here. This is the time. Swansea Coventry is the last game in the championship at least. We've still got FA Cup games, but in our last league championship game, that's going to be the last one. Oh, looks like Discord finally had done its job to share my stream. Well, it's about bloody time. There we go. And I think that's the only notification I got from Discord. Yep, that is. Leeds United get battered everywhere they go, says Blue Terrier. No surprise there. Oh, Blue Terrier's really milking it now to Charlie. Oh, right. It's going to be some good... I think this will be a good game. But could be a banana skin one if Coventry don't approach it the right way. Swansea, of course, beat Coventry as well. So Coventry would definitely want revenge. Gyökeres, Hamer, who's very good Hamer actually. Especially recent games. Gyökeres. Callum O'Hare. Trying to skip past the defence there. It's closed down a little bit. I tell you what, that's good defending by Downs, but it's still one with O'Hare. O'Hare to Gyökeres. Oh, he's offside. I thought so. Charlie's now trying to get me involved with a chance now. Dylan, welcome back. So yeah, this is the final one. In fact, I've got to remind myself who won between Reading and Millwall. It's a 0-0 draw. So you didn't miss much. What I have got to check actually is what games do we have for the FA Cup? Just to double check, because I think it's 5 last time I looked, but we'll read through them now. So we have got FA Cup round 5. Here we go. Peterborough, Man City, Palace, Stoke, Middlesbrough, Spurs. Oh, that should be good. Luton, Chelsea, and that's it. In fact, no, it's 4. Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool, Norwich, and Everton, Bournemouth. Oh no, but actually, well, Forest and Huddersfield is on Monday, and I'm thinking of doing that one next week. I think, yeah, I think I'm going to do that one next week. Forest and Huddersfield's FA Cup game doesn't play till later, so I'll do the first 4, I think, today. Leeds United marching on to the Championship, says Blue Terrier. Man United are leading in the WMFL at the moment against Derby. I need to actually check that because I do follow the WFL, so I should have their games notified on my phone. Are you talking about the FA Cup in the Manchester Derby? Yeah, Women Manchester Derby. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah. So Katie Zellum has scored for Manchester United women against Manchester City women there. Arsenal are just too good for women's team, aren't they? They're dominating Liverpool. I don't think Chelsea women are playing today, actually. No, I don't think they are. I would have known about it if they did. Huddersfield fans are making a remix at the end of the season of Cool Marching Down Together. That will go down well. That'll go down well, definitely. You marching on to League One, says Ethan. Well, unfortunately, you can't really say that this year. Your only hope is that if Huddersfield don't get promoted this year and they have a really bad season next year, you could potentially sing that. It'll definitely be more heard if Leeds were in the Championship and they were saying that to Huddersfield there. But yeah, a rarity, you would say. Huddersfield have got a really good Championship season. You know, even when they got promoted out for the Championship, it was their first real good season in the Championship. And then this year, you know, it's going to feel weird if they don't get promoted after a good season because they don't have many of those. I appreciate everyone supporting, by the way. I did notice we just jumped to 980. Honestly, guys, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the support. And let's continue hitting the like button as well. I think we're on 22 likes at the moment, so please do like the stream if you've not done so. It'll be fantastic if we can get to 25 likes. That'll be absolutely amazing. But yeah, once again, guys, thank you so much. That's 20 now. 20 we're away right now. Less subscribers are needed to, you know, you need less subscribers to get to 1,000 now for this channel than my actual age. I'm 21. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy it's gone this far. I'm getting quite nervous now if I might have to interview BENHD soon. Will BENHD want to do the collab as it's nearly been 2 years since I suggested he would do it? He'll probably almost scoff and laugh to himself thinking, it's taking you that long, you didn't have that attitude. Which I would admit, yeah, I don't, but yeah. Maybe with me being a Patreon to him, maybe it might actually make him happy more than anything. I did read out the West Ham and Wolves teams, yes I did. A lot of the things on Twitter talking about Leeds and obviously the upcoming games so far. Leeds barely beat Guiseley in pre-season. Yeah, I think I actually remembered looking at that one because I did a pre-season video actually about the Championship team's performances, and I think one of them I just saw Leeds randomly nearly, you know, not beat Guiseley. Okay, Swansea. Oh, good tackle there. This one's proving to be a very disappointing game. I thought this one could be quite expansive, but not really looking like it's that way at all, to be honest. We've been streaming for nearly 2.5 hours. Are you serious? How on earth does it take this long? It never takes this long to stream these games. Yeah, 2 hours 20 minutes. How on earth have we streamed that long? Good stop, by the way. Only 2 likes away to 25 likes. Thank you, guys. Let's keep going, guys. We're doing absolutely well. Thank you, guys, so much for this. Huddersfield will have second season syndrome and then block all the Leeds fans and not go over to Leeds again. I think Leeds were incredibly harsh, says Nicholas Bell. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I feel like it had to be done, but I'd almost would have said maybe to the end of the season. I still probably would have backed Bielsa to think of something still. You know, if it's still got not many games left, haven't they? I think the problem is, now that Burnley are doing well, they've got pressure now. Everton have played well, but are not getting the points, but I think Everton eventually will. And Leeds aren't playing well, and they're not getting the points. I think it'll be between them and Brentford for that final relegation place. I think Watford and Norwich are down, even though both of them could get the occasional win here and there. Okay. Oh, what a waste of an attack there by Swansea. He's a real waste. Right, goal kick. God, I've completely forgot Hannes Wolf plays for Swansea. Joel Pirro. I tell you what, without Pirro, where would Swansea be in this season? Okay, can it be last minute goals again for Coventry? Joe Allen now. Todd Kane is going to give it to Gustavo Hamer. 88th minute, Ben Sheaf, Matt Godden. Hamer, we've got a bit of room. Godden. Hamer again, a bit of a run. Oh, Godden's not doing the run, it's blocked. It's cleared, only 1 minute of added time, this will be it. It is the full-time whistle, 0-0 between Swansea and Coventry. Devastatingly, not really an entertaining game. And I hope it'll be a little bit more interesting next weekend. Okay, now let's go to the Carabao Cup. First game, we've got Peterborough and Manchester City. That's the first game. I'll go for this one, I guess. I think that's the most differentiated one we can get. Leeds new manager will be announced tomorrow if it goes to plan. Well, yeah, that's what they hope, I guess. Middlesbrough versus Spurs is the most tasty game. I agree. Jesse's March first game will be against Leicester. Tyler Roberts will get a hat-trick. Well, yeah, well, I almost forgot Tyler Roberts was at the club, but you know, he's not done well, hasn't he? Brentford will be fine. They'll stay out with no issues, says Nicholas Bauer. Interesting prediction there. I just think since their injury crisis, they've not really recovered. Tony's not been scoring goals. Eriksson could be a game changer, but he's only just played his first game for Brentford against Newcastle recently. You know, he needs a good couple of games to get his fitness back. Did I say Carabao Cup? FA Cup, of course I meant. It's a bit weird that FA Cup had been played in midweek, but that is when they're actually playing the FA Cup. That is very bizarre. Right, Man City to Foden. Oh, good defending in the end. This will be very, very interesting. I think last time I got FIFA to predict, they predicted Man City to lose to Fulham, which definitely did not happen if we knew the result of that game. Leeds still in good spirits of his club, which is the best attitude to have. I probably would have been the same. I mean, I'm always a pessimist a lot of the time. They just need Tony as a striker and as a false nine. Yeah, out and out striker, he could definitely thrive better. But it means he'll have to change the system. Here's Grant Marriott to Oliver Norburn. Fuchs. I almost forgot Fuchs was at the club. Alright, Ballymumba. He's definitely one I forgot. He was in the club. So Nathan Thompson. Oh, doesn't find George Grant. Kevin De Bruyne intercepts to Raheem Sterling, who was a bit quiet for Man City against Everton yesterday. Foden, who scored a winning goal, is Jack Grealish. God, his playing time has gone down the rails recently. Oh, he's intercepted there. Right, Clark Harris, can he run forward? Is Ballymumba here? Oh, I tell you what, I don't know why my wrist is really in pain today. I don't know what's... I don't know what I've done. Maybe I slept on it awkwardly, and I don't know why. My wrist is really in pain today. I've definitely not sprained it. Oh, it's really... It's just really uncomfortable at the moment. Right, but moving on though. Thanks guys for the support, by the way. 980 is amazing. Thank you guys so much for getting me to that target. We're still only 2 likes away till 25 likes. So if you've not liked the stream yet, guys, please do so. It does really help. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so it would be very appreciative. Would I be marching in with us, Alex? Well, marching for what? That's the question. But I'll be marching in spirit that Leeds can survive the drop. I won't be marching for the fact that Leeds will beat Chelsea or better than Chelsea, but I'll march with that. God, my voice is going as well. That's when you know I've been streaming for way too long. I think I'm only going to do 4 games. I know we've got Forest and Huddersfield, but they actually play next week, very bizarrely. So I'll probably stream that next week along with the midweek games and of course the weekend games for the Championship as well. There's so many games to go on in March. The fixture schedule is absolutely relentless, you know, and I can feel the relentlessness doing these streams right now because they take about 10 minutes to do each one. I'm actually gonna look ahead and see what we've got. So after halftime 0-0, Peterborough would take that easily. So after these FA Cup games, we have got I'm just going to look at the dates. In fact, I should look at BBC Sport. That's what I should do. Right. So after the 5th of March, we've then got 6 midweek games alongside with 12, obviously, Championship games straight after that. And then next week, we've got another round of midweek games. 5 played on the Tuesday, 7 on the Wednesday, like they normally do. Then straight after that is another weekend. Oh, and then it's the international break. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 10. Well, this is, 4 technically, but one of those weeks is a midweek game. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2 Friday games, which is not something you see often as well. But that's because, and I'll tell you why that is, because of the FA Cup. Because they got to play, actually, on the Monday, Forest and Huddersfield. That's why those 2 games are played on the Friday. Foden, can he do anything here? He tries to find Sterling in space. Grealish scores. That's the deadlock broken for Man City. That's 1-0. Fulham will get relegated from the Championship conceding. Yeah, Jesus, that's a load of goals. When the march goes marching on the glory, Leeds United, glory, Leeds United. It's good to see Charlie Brown still in good spirits. Marching on to Europa. I'm going to go that far. Yeah, those 2 games on the Friday are due to the scheduling of the FA Cup. I don't know why they couldn't have put the FA Cup in during a weekend. I don't know. I don't get why the scheduling is so relentless. Because the FA Cup games for the teams who are still left in the FA Cup might as well be a midweek game, and that's for the that's tough for the Prem teams as well. Whew, thanks to 5 of you watching here. Oh, it's well caught by Edison. I bet he seen Edison in this game today. So after Peterborough, Man City, we're going to do, I think it's Palace Stoke, but I'm going to check if it's in that order. This could be 2, counter-attack. Oh, final ball. It's not great. Yeah, Jesse Marsh, I do know who he is. I do know who he is, of course. He's someone who I think Jimmy Conrad liked. Well, I mean, he's an American footballer, because of course he's going to know who he is. Yeah, Palace Stoke, and it's at Selhurst Park. Interesting. And then it's Middlesbrough Spurs. Ooh, I'm going to have to hold on, because I really need toilet as well. That's what happens when you stream for 2.5 hours. And what a save. That was a good chance. Oh, I've not thought this could go to extra time and pens if it ends as a draw. Oh, I really, really want a team to win now. In fact, actually, wait. Do replays start in round 5? I've not thought about that. Hang on. I need to look at the rules of the FA Cup again. They always change the rules. FA Cup round... Because it's round 5, right? Round 5 rules. After a change to FA rules were brought forward, FA Cup 3rd and 4th round still has pleased winners. As such, this week's 5th round ties will be decided on the night. Right. With no replays. Okay. If the FA Cup 5th round games are drawn... Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, wait, really? Is that... No, that's 2020. No, that's out of date. That's out of date. No, that's 2 years old. No. Okay, hang on. This is up to date. This is 2022. I presume some of you might not even know, and you might be able to tell me. Oh, for goodness sake, why is internet really bad? Marsh is incredibly overrated because he's American. I see that. Good goal by Man City there. João Cancelo makes it 2-0. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Briefly, my internet didn't want to connect to it. It's a good goal by Man City, João Cancelo. One of their players of the season, I think, for me, João Cancelo. Very underrated player. 2-0 City. What can I say? Okay. The draw for the FA Cup 5th round proper will be made. Yeah, I knew that. Sunday the 6th Feb. Yeah, fancy. Okay, I knew that's... No, that tells me nothing. Why are there no FA Cup replays? Hang on. That might be it. Right. 2-0 Man City. So we don't have to find out if this is a replay or not because Man City win over the 90 minutes. 2-0 Man City. Next game, though, between Palace and Stoke, that might need extra time because I think it'll be pretty close. So we've got Palace, and then to the Championship, to the away day, we've got Stoke. If I can find them, there we go. Yeah, we're going to have to go with those kits. They're too similar. Marsh, Brown thinks Marsh is underrated, so a very different opinion, a lot of them. FA Cup ties that finish in a draw be settled on the day with a half-hour period of extra time to end with a penalty shootout. That's the 4th round. That's the 4th round. The FA's decision will be part of it. The FA made a decision to cancel replays in the 3rd and 4th round. So actually, I believe 5th round have replays, and I don't think we're gonna need to. Yeah, I don't think we need to do it again. Yeah, basically, yeah. Knowing them, well, I've just missed Palace score. Wilfred Zaha takes the lead. To Everton versus Bournemouth. I can't because Bournemouth aren't in FIFA. I wish I could. It will be a good game. Cherry's fan says, "Can I be a mod for a few minutes, please?" I don't know what it is about everyone wanting to be a moderator, because we've had this before with previous streams, and people abuse the power for being a moderator. I give away moderators to people who have been in my stream for a while. Oh dear. I'm just going to be back for 2 minutes, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. I just need to get lunch. So 2 seconds, guys. Channel monitor yourselves. And in fact, actually, guys, tell me your prediction. Well, tell me your predictions for all the FA Cup games, and I'll be right back, okay? I just need to get lunch quickly, okay? Be right back. I am back with lunch. Oh Lord, our Saviour. I said oh dear because it was one of those lunches that my parents actually made a lot of effort to make. And I was told lunch was ready 20 minutes ago. And I didn't see the message. So had to rush down pretty much just to make sure it was still hot. Had to microwave it. But if anyone was wondering what I have for lunch, I can't really tip it over because I don't want the camera to get ruined. So to observe, you've got green beans, you've got noodles, you've got prawns, you've got chicken marinated, I think in lemon sauce, broccoli, you've got carrot slices there as well, green beans, you got those I forgot what you call them, they're basically the peas in the pod. I forgot what you call them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't normally have this sort of food at lunch, I've got to be honest. I don't eat that healthily every day. But they've made a healthy lunch, and I felt bad I didn't see the message until literally 20 minutes ago, which is why I said, oh dear. Rabbit, thank you for leaving your predictions there. RB Salzburg improved after he made King Champions League, lost his team the second round at Leipzig. He's got qualities there. I just don't think, I still think at the Prem, he's going to be quite a risky appointment for me. He'll know how Harrison plays. That might be crucial. But I think he needs to please more than just Jack Harrison, to be honest. Right. Nice. Thank you guys so much for waiting, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much, because a lot of the time, a lot of you could leave. But thank you guys so much for waiting there. So I would assume it goes to replays now at this stage. Especially, they actually reintroduced 30 minutes plus stoppage time. And, oh, that's the second goal for Palace. 2-0 to Palace. What video? What video are you on about? It's another goal to... it's Edouard this time with the goal. I didn't expect Edouard to score. Everyone expected Jokanovic to smash the Sheffield United, and what happened there? Yeah, I know. Oh, for 6-a-side. I'm not saying. You guys can react to it. You guys can react to it when I can. I assume you were there at the stream when I told you that the 6-a-side is already up. But yeah, the 6-a-side is up on YouTube. Basically, Callum, the Spurs fan who I taunted, the captain, he's uploaded it on his channel. And yeah, what I'm going to do, instead of editing it myself and doing my own commentary, I'm going to give my reaction to it, because I don't think I've seen it back. I've been told that the camera position doesn't let you see the goals, but it lets you see the build-up quite well. So, I mean, we only had one camera, which does not help when a 6-a-side. You should have multiple cameras to cover every square inch of the pitch. It's really as bad quality as you can get. About the Chelsea-Liverpool game. Liverpool last game against Leeds on the Wednesday. Chelsea played on the Tuesday. Chelsea are playing in London, which is technically home for Chelsea. Yeah, but the thing is, Wembley's different. I mean, Liverpool do have to travel. I do give them that. But it's still... Wembley's a weird one for Chelsea. We've got a very love-hate relationship when it comes to Wembley games. We sometimes do well and turn it up, but then recently, especially at Wembley, we've not done well. Last 2 appearances at Wembley has ended up in defeats. Will you call your Spurs mate if you win today? Nah, if he lost to Leeds and we won, I would have called him, yeah. We do have the odd banter here and there, regardless anyway. But not on stream, yeah, not really. Link to a Leeds fan cries, says Nicholas Barrow. That's not nice, if that's what that is. Right, I'm going to actually start on this lunch. So yeah, it's basically noodles, green beans, broccoli, spinach, carrot slices, lettuce, peas, noodles, marinated chicken in lemon sauce, and prawns, as you can see here. It's got my seal of approval, I'll tell you that. God, there's Conor Gallagher. Go on, mate. I'm so pleased for Conor Gallagher. I think he's had a really good season at Palace. Him and Elise have done really well. Because I don't want to eat all the prawns and the chicken before I get to the veg. You've got to eat your veg with meat portions. Otherwise, it's just literally plain on its own. So it looks like we're going to get another 2-0 win to a Premier League team here. Not often do I eat and stream. God, I tell you what, we actually might overrun to West Ham Wolves. I didn't think I would, but I have been streaming for that long. Jesus Christ. So we've got 3 games. Yeah, 3 games? Yeah, 3 games left. No, I can't count. We have got... Where is the other cup? It's there. Middlesbrough, Spurs and Luton Chelsea left. Blue Terriers music to his... Yeah, of course there'll be music to Blue Terriers' ears, wouldn't it? Right. 2-0 Palace. Premier League teams beating the Championship teams at the moment. Now we've got Middlesbrough and Spurs. Will it be the same thing? I think they make Spurs really good on FIFA. So I have a feeling they'll do the same here and make Spurs really, really good. But it should be a good game. They can play with their home kits each. Just like that. That's our penultimate game today. So I'm going to have a carrot sliced with some noodles now. With some lettuce. Oh, for goodness sake. Eating with one hand is very tricky. News are falling apart again. Did everyone forget how good Gallagher was great for West Brom under Bilic? Yeah. He had a good start. But of course, yeah. Didn't really perform the same with Big Sam, you're right. He had potential. I wouldn't say he was doing as well as he's doing with Palace now. But even with a brief spell with Bilic, he did have some promising play. There's Lucas Moore. Harry Kane. Oh, I tell you what, I forgot how spicy all of this as well. Clearly the sauce is spicy, so it's not lemon. If it was a lemon and herb, it'd be very, 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 very cool. Not as hot as anything as I had in Nando's, but it's still quite spicy, this. Nighttime games are always the best. Oh, I can imagine so. Yeah. Just even from the atmosphere, just even the scenery as well would be amazing. Bilic got sacked after he drew to Man City. I was shocked when that happened. Well, I think they planned it, regardless of the result. You know, you think, for example, of Panovic beating Preston and he got sacked. I think the board already got him sacked anyway, despite what result it was. So it was ridiculous. It was basically the players performing their absolute best under Panovic because he wasn't there anymore. Still 0-0 at the moment. I think I just have that feeling Spurs will win in the FIFA simulation at least. Maybe not real life. I think Wilder's got a really good chance to try and get something over Conte Spurs, but something tells me they make Spurs way too good on FIFA. So I think that is what that's what will happen here. How are we doing with likes so far, by the way? 23. We're still on 23. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, guys, please do so, because we're only 2 likes away to 25 likes, which will be absolutely brilliant if we can get there. Please also do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so either. That also really helps the growth of this channel as well. We're only 20 away now, which is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I think him and Elise work much better than he would have done with Romain Sawyers. Blue Ted saying sold Campbell to Leeds. He's got potential. I tell you what, he has potential, but I don't know. He definitely deserves a chance to be a manager again. Don't get me wrong. Sol Campbell should. Middlesbrough did beat Man United on pens. Anything can happen. Yeah. Peterborough could beat Man City. I think Man City is a bit different. You know, people consider West Ham beating Man City as a shot, but West Ham are still a rather good team. Right. So yeah, after this, we actually end with Luton versus Chelsea, which I think is a good game to end the stream on, actually. We played against Luton last year as well in the FA Cup. We beat them 4-1, or was it 3-1? It was 3-1 or 4-1. They definitely scored a goal, I remembered it. It may have been 4-1, actually. But it was Lampard's last game in charge as well. So talking about all these times when teams win games and sack their managers. Really, really numbing. I don't know what you call this. Just a healthy lunch. Yeah, TalkSport. Yeah, I have seen those reports from TalkSport about Jesse Marsch. That's why I'm confident, because they tend to be quite good, actually, with these reports. Oh. I tell you why it's spicy, because I think I've just eaten a pepper. Oh, dear. Okay, that's why. I've only had a prawn and a bit of noodles to try and cover up the spice, and it's not done so successfully. There we go. Okay. Can Lucas Moura get something from this? I believe if we draw now, it just goes to a replay. So it saves me having to do extra time and pens. Oh! Well, commentator's curse. Not going to draw at the moment because Harry Kane has taken the lead for Spurs. No, Oliver Skip. I must apologise. Oh, at least they've updated Spurs. They've got him, the right manager, but they need to update the Championship teams as well. Because Lucas Moura. God, I completely forgot about Oliver Skip as well. What a player he was in the Championship last year. Are we watching West Ham? Interesting game. I'm going to be ending the stream when it is close to starting. I mean, it might overrun a little bit to that game, but I hope when we finish Luton Chelsea, you know, you guys can watch pretty much close to the start of that game anyway. Okay, Højbjerg. Is Skip again. Skip is running the show at the moment. Here's Kane. It's well tackled. Middlesbrough holding their shape pretty well here. Watford still has Zisco. You're talking about... Oh yeah, the FIFA. That's what you're on about. God, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Conte needs to grow some real hair, says Blue Terrier. Yeah, I did know about that scenario of him going bald. Yeah, I did know about that. It was a very interesting time, I'll tell you that. Moura, oh! I think Lumley made a good stop there. Oh! Spurs are really knocking on the door now. I tell you what, Middlesbrough need to get something. In fact, Peterborough, I think, well, not, I'm referring to Peterborough, but no Championship team has even scored against this, you know, a Premier League team so far either. Why are people making noise outside? I don't know what's going on here. Højbjerg, it's blocked. Ooh, it's another chance. Good stop in the end. I'll tell you what, I'm just looking at Marcelo Bielsa's career, and it's really good. I mean, the fact he's managed a national team in Argentina. You then go to Athletic Club, Espanyol, Marseille, Lille, and Leeds. I mean, just wow. Bielsa in is trending. Yeah. A lot of Leeds fans are going to be very upset today, I think. Yeah, okay. So I'm just thinking what I'm doing this week. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing my review. I don't actually need to stream midweek because I don't need to stream midweek because I've already done this weekend's game, so that saves me a bit. I think this week is going to have to be quite quiet for me, sadly. I would love to do a career mode video, but it's likely going to be a very quiet week for me. Reason being is that I need to really catch up with my uni work. That's really the only reason why. Not because I don't like uploading and I don't like entertaining you guys, but I've got to help it for myself as well. All 8 to Leeds. Oh my god, the jokes if he does join. Here's Lucas Moore. He can end it. And he goes on his own and it makes it 2-0. It's 3 consecutive 2-0 wins to Premier League teams against the Championship teams. The only team who could break that streak from now is Chelsea if they don't beat Luton by 2-0. They may win 2-1, knowing them. Yeah, Jesse Marsh's first home game versus Villa. Oh, that'll be a good game. Because them and Leeds and Villa have a thing, don't they? Obviously, since that game, you know, I don't need to over-explain what I mean by that game, but I might as well. The Codger incident, and of course, Leeds giving the goal between Villa as well. Since then, the fans have been really, you know, not providing tension, but it's been a good rivalry since. So last game, finally. We've been streaming for 3 hours and we're near the end, finally. So last game, Luton versus Chelsea. That is the last game to predict. Why is everyone so loud today? I mean, it's probably because people are loud leaving the house. Right, final game. It's nearly 2 o'clock as well. Gosh, that nearly is the 3-hour mark. This dinner's getting cold as well. No. Let's actually try this bit of chicken. Oh, there's sweet corn there as well. I didn't even notice that, but there is some sweet corn there. I'm going to try a bit of chicken. Really good. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. Right. Luton starting well here. Adebayo, good defending by Thiago Silva. Here's Mason Mount, who ran the show last time we played against Luton. Azpilicueta. Right, Mount's going to try and find Lukaku. Come on, Lukaku. You're doing more running than I saw you do in the last 5 games combined. You can do this. Amari Bell, though, does very well against Mason Mount there. Adebayo. In fact, what I can start doing, guys, is the goal for weekend prediction of the weekend, because I've got very good nominations for prediction of the weekend. A lot of you did really well in predictions this weekend, so I definitely need to do that again. I always forget to do it, but I don't know, it's just because there's always something in the way. Right, Lukaku trying to find Hudson-Odoi, who could easily start in this FA Cup game. Campbell to Lukaku. Kante now. Playing very advanced there. Plays a through ball to Mount. Once again, Bell does well to tackle. Ooh, Mount leaves the leg in on the goalkeeper a little bit. Mount. Kante. Lukaku. Lukaku being very shouldered off by Sonny Bradley. Here's Mason Mount. I think that notification on my watch is telling me that West Ham and Wolves have just kicked off. Yes, they have. Right. They've just kicked off, guys, West Ham and Wolves. So if you just give me 5 more minutes, you guys can watch the game, okay? It's just hit 2 hours on my Streamlabs, but I did disconnect for about an hour in. So we're technically streaming for about 3 hours now, which is ridiculous. Blue Terrier saying, come on, Luton. I think just to make me angry, I think. Right, Hudson-Odoi in the left-hand side. Come on, boys. Here's Alonso. Oh, dear. Right. Odoi. Oh, my goodness me. Hudson-Odoi just giving the ball away. Like what he does in real life, too. Right. Adebayo. Finding Alan Campbell. Harry Cornick. Bit nervous here. We don't look like scoring. Here's Silva to Kante. Hudson-Odoi, come on, you need to run at them at least. James Bree has just tackled Hudson-Odoi like there's no issue. He needs to go off the pitch. Here's Tom Lockyer with Sonny Bradley. They have got their strongest team, Luton, but you would expect that. It's Lukaku. Jorginho. Okay, so it's Cornick, well tackled there by Silva. Nagano Kante going to Mpanzu. Adebayo goes through. Well blocked by Azpilicueta. Right, Mount and Lukaku. Come on, guys. God, Lukaku, you're so slow. Hudson-Odoi. Alonso, why aren't you running? This is so unlike you. Alonso, you run to the goal to try and... you go to the bloody corner net to try and... corner flag to try and score a goal. I don't know what you're doing. Right, here's Kante. He could put the through ball to Hudson-Odoi. He's going on his own at the moment. He's going to give it to Lukaku, I think. Yeah, Lukaku. Kante again. Good save. Finally a chance for Chelsea. Remember when I lost to Bradford? Yes, it was embarrassing. I remember that day very vividly. It was embarrassing. Right, half-time. 0-0. Wow. Okay. Don't make me nervous now. Remember, there's no penalty shootout. So, whatever result is in the final 90 minutes is Fifa's prediction. Which I'm relieved because I really want to eat this food, which is just getting cold. This sweet corn, carrot, green beans, broccoli, noodles, lettuce, prawns, chicken. So good. And I really want to eat and enjoy it, but I'm being on and off on it. Because I'm talking to you guys, obviously. It's not your guys' fault that I'm not eating. It's just the way I'm trying to do it. Yeah, that's a smaller carrot slice in there. I'm going to get a bit of sweet corn there. That was good. Right. Whilst it's still 0-0, come on, guys. Kante. To Mount. Tackled. Come on. Usually being very physical, but you'd expect them to be that. You know what? FIFA, I think, is actually doing quite a realistic game right now. Henry Lansbury. They have got Snodgrass. I forgot to say. Luton Town have got Robert Snodgrass now. Good signing, I think. Alan Campbell, good defending. Here's Lukaku to Hudson-Odoi. He's not going to find a pass through. There we go. Lukaku to Mount. Lukaku's pretty much playing in Kante's position. Don't know what he's doing there. Right, come on, Lukaku. Strike. Good save by Shea. Finally, we've got a corner. No, they're not taking it short. Lukaku. No, come on, guys. Xabi Alonso. Oh, I said Xabi Alonso. Marcus Alonso. Good defending. Right. Can Luton counter-attack? Here's Adebayo. Pulisic is caught up with him. Oh, I didn't even see Pulisic there. Remember when Aileen scored that volley against Huddersfield? I vaguely remember it. Aileen scored some cracking goals, though. Very, very good goals. Even in the Prem, Aileen scored some brilliant goals. Here's Kante. Come on, guys. We need at least one goal. Oh, my God. Amari Bell is having the game of his life against Mason Mount at the moment. Here's Azpilicueta. N'Golo Kante. Oh, my God. Okay, Pulisic. Lukaku. Give it to Mount. Oh, what are you doing? Ah. This is frustrating. Right. Jorginho to Pulisic. Right, that's a good ball. Come on, Lukaku. Forced too wide now. Sonny Bradley's done well there. Here's Alonso. Who's definitely not Xabi Alonso, I'll tell you that. Right, Lukaku. Mount, please. Oh, Naismith does very well there. An overrated volley, they say. Right, Jorginho. I was just checking if anyone scored there. I don't think anyone scored between West Ham and Wolves at the moment. Oh my God, Lukaku giving the ball away. Oh, trying to make things difficult for Shea, but he does well. Lukaku, right, come on, guys. This is it. Pulisic, no, blocked again. It's going to be a 0-0 draw, isn't it? Mason Mount or crap, yeah. Yeah. That's literally what this game is. And Luton could win it here. Bradley. Thankfully, I don't have to play to extra time and pens. Right, Cameron Jerome, Alan Campbell, Impanzu. We're not going to win. Adebayo. It's well blocked by Silva. First touch that Mendy's made all game. And it's the 91st minute. But despite that, it's a 0-0 draw. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we draw close. Look at that. That's really poor. 1.4 XG against Luton bloody Town. They better not do that in real life next week. Right. That'll have to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you've not hit the like button on the stream, please do so. It does tremendously help the channel. Please also hit the subscribe channel if you've subscribe channel. Please do subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. It does really, really help. And please also share the channel if you've not done so either. That does really help as well. I appreciate all of you guys' support. Matt's posting at 4, says Blue Terrier. Interesting, if that's true. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I've heard about it. Okay, that's fine. But just like that, guys, we end it here. We had a good stream in the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary for Sonny up the stream. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to enjoy my lunch. There it is in all its glory. I'm going to enjoy that. And I'll see you guys soon tomorrow for my match day review. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and have a good one.